What's up, YouTube? Good morning. Feel free to enjoy this stream as it is our second to last one for a long time. Subscribe to this channel anyways. What's up, Facebook? Good morning. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. It's Monday. I'm back. I'm excited to be back. I want to say thank you to Concetta. Thank you to Chevy for filling in. And thank you for Kurt and everybody else who is hanging out and a guest on the show. I appreciate it. And y'all did great. So I was able to watch a little bit.
It's good to have you back for sure. I'm
Thanks.
excited.
Thank you. That's the first time you've ever said that. It's good to have you. You've never said that to me before.
You know, it's
and
not the same without
that's special, right? We're gonna announce some winners today, so that's gonna be fun. 6 seconds. God, this. What's up? Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
I got to adjust my headphones today. I forget, whenever I leave this seat, there are things that are done, but guess what? I'm back. I'm so excited to be back. I feel like I just wanted to shout, I'm back. And every time that I think that or see that, it reminds me of like Michael Jordan making his announcement that he's coming back from baseball. Yeah. Just like, I'm back. But that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Not compare myself to probably the greatest basketball player of all time.
Would you come back as number 45 or would you take back your real jersey?
Just for the drama of it, I'm coming back as 45 until I earn the 23 again. But it is Monday. Today is Martin Luther King Day. So hopefully you have either at work or you're at home and you have some time to reflect on our time as a country. We're a young country. And there's been a lot that we have gone through in our history. And Martin Luther King Jr. was a very integral, very important part of getting us where we are today. And we still have work to do as we move into the future whenever it comes to, rights. So I am excited to be able to reflect and show honor for that gentleman today.
I am as well. It's so interesting to see. You see most cities and most towns always have like different street names. And I feel like MLK or Martin Luther King Freeway and stuff like that really shows just how much of an impact he had on this entire country. I feel like every town and every city has an MLK street, and I think that's really honoring to him.
Yeah, for sure. So, later in the show, we're going to be maybe reading some quotes and every once again, kind of just honoring him. And hopefully you can do the same, whether that is giving back to the community, whether you work with a nonprofit today or make a plan to do something, on this special day, as some people have some time off from work, and the schools are closed from what I understand, most of them, but make sure that you maybe even just do some research and just read about his life. And he has some amazing, powerful quotes that we're going to be getting into.
Yeah, I can't wait we have a couple brought up here that we can have. I think, everyone remembers I Have a Dream. I mean, that one's probably the most memorable of Martin Luther King's
speech. Yeah.
The best way that I can see this, I think Martin Luther King spent some time in jail as well, but I was thinking back to even in the Bible times, when you're being revolutionary and you're trying to fight back against stuff,
Getting persecuted,
you're going to have kind of the same things that happen. And I think he really was.
Who's your Bible reference? Are you thinking Paul and Silas?
Yes.
Pastor Hallam mentioned that, and he was like, in the midnight hour, was it Frank Hammond had that song that late in the midnight hour, God's going to turn it around. And that's a really cool song. We used to play that on here. Maybe we'll bring it back. It's still in our system.
Really?
Have you heard that one?
No. Is that one on Throwback Thursday?
Well, it's labeled gospel. It's labeled gospel on here, and it is. So shout out to Fred Hammond, one of the best to do it in my lifetime when it comes to gospel. He's one of the first that comes to mind. So let us know what you guys got going on today. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you have it off today, off from school, off from work, and you're going to be able to enjoy this day with your family, reflect, just learn about some history and see what you can do from this day on to better our community. Every day we're making strides. We're not there. I don't think we can ever say, hey, we've arrived. Every day we should be striving to be better neighbors to each other, better as a community, and just giving back.
One of the coolest Martin Luther King Jr. Day memories that I have was when I was in Omaha. There is actually a parade that they do every year. And it's Nebraska, so in the middle of winter in January, it's cold, it's freezing, but still tons and tons of people came out for that parade, and it's a really cool, fun celebration.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So today is Monday. Yes, it is Martin Luther King Day. It is 8:48. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. I was out for a couple days, but I am back. Concetta, thank you for filling in. Chevy, thank you for filling in. We're going to have some guests today. We're going to be all over the place. We're also giving away some prizes today, and we have a video dropping today for our Shine on Lamarck series. It debuted this month. We have one video already. It was focusing on Benito's International Restaurant located in downtown Lamarck. And for this next one, we moved a couple buildings down. We're still focusing on downtown Lamarck, Texas. And that's another establishment there.
Yeah, Heavenly Bodies.
I love the name.
Oh, man, it's awesome. But the workout was really cool and really fun. You'll see some of those awesome moves that they were doing. They were dancing. It felt like they were dancing, but it was a workout.
Yeah.
And that can happen right in downtown Lamarck. The dude, Harold Jackson, has been all over the country as a bodybuilder. Like you remember that picture that he's standing next to?
An aerobic champion. How cool is that? An aerobic champion. And maybe you haven't heard of an aerobic champion before, but now you will. Whenever you see Harold Jackson, see the kind of things that the training that he does. He's also been all over the world, been all over the country, taking his message. He has a powerful, for lack of a better word, I'm calling it a testimony. Whenever we got into talking with him, it was just, I was like, you're just telling me like these miracles. I feel like I'm listening to like Bible stories. It was really interesting. He's going to be on our show this week.
Yeah, he's coming in tomorrow after Dr. Aaron Shapa. So I'm super excited to talk to Harold Jackson, get in more detail about just all the things that he did. I think he was in a wheelchair. Did I catch that right when he was talking about that? Like he had some issues.
Yeah, we're going to get into that, more tomorrow, but he did have some like health problems. Doctors told him, "Hey, you may be in a bed for the rest of your life." He was having seizures, he was having all kinds of health issues going on. He was on all these medications, and through diet, exercise, nutrition, and a loving family, his mother, he credited a lot of that to her. He is actually one of the aerobic champions of the world. I mean, he has gone a lot of places and met a lot of important people and trained important people like professional athletes. And now he's training local, community members. There was people from all over the greater Houston area that came for a workout. He said, "Hey, I'm going to be shooting this video with KHEA. Does anybody want to come up free workout?" And there was people from Katy, from the north side of Houston, people from Galveston, people from Lamarck. They came all over because they wanted to train with this gentleman. So tomorrow we're going to be getting into that. I am excited. Dr. Chapa will be in, which kind of brings me to the detox, the cleanse, what we have going on. Curt, how are you feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling great. It's day 14. Is that right, Crystal? Day 14, or are we on 15 yet? We're on day 15.
Day 15. I think it's over Sunday. It's over for us Sunday.
Sunday.
Have you been losing weight? How do you feel?
I feel great. Okay. If we were in a Christian radio station, I would definitely show you how flat my stomach is right now. Oh my gosh. But it's definitely flat. And the T is not silent anymore.
Are you saying that because are you calling Christians fat? That you're saying if we weren't a Christian station, then you would be able to show my shirt off. You'd be like, people would think I'm not saved because I'm not a Christian. That guy's stomach's too flat.
I feel like if we weren't a Christian radio station, then I could take my shirt off and feel comfortable. But I feel like taking my shirt off, there's just things that, as a Christian radio station, you don't do.
There's just some things that you probably shouldn't do. Maybe till you hit that heavenly body that Harold Jackson's pushing.
So I need a 6-pack and a tan, and then I couldn't definitely take my shirt off
and a back wax.
Christian radio station.
Just don't do it. Nobody wants to see that.
How does that make you feel, Curt? There's a woman's perspective in studio.
You know what? One day.
Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not this life, but in the life to come. Whenever you get that heavenly body, then you're going to be like, what? Kurt's going to be walking around shirtless being like, "What's up, guys?" Curt, we all have one. We just choose to wear our robes, okay? Chill out.
Wow. I did have my shirt off at one point.
Okay.
In my life.
In the shower?
In my life.
There you go. You did it. But the detox is going great for me. I was out of town. I still managed to stay within the range. So I'm excited.
Did you eat?
I didn't eat one time, Curt. What do you think? Of course I ate.
Man, it'd be hard for
What
me
kind
to
of
take
question is that?
to go out of town and still be able to eat right.
It's
You know,
not.
that would be hard. It's not hard for you. It would be hard for me to do.
I don't think it would be hard for you either. I think you would be okay. I think you would be okay. You know, whenever you go to a restaurant, a lot of these places are accommodating. You know, maybe not McDonald's, but if you go to, let's say, even Olive Garden, you know, you go to Olive Garden, they got the salad. Just be like, hey, I want the dressing on the side. I want, you know, a vinaigrette. I don't know, but a lot of these places are accommodating. You just have to ask. Last night, it may not have been last night, but I went to a restaurant and I was just looking at the sides and I saw, oh, they have grilled veggies on this. They have grilled veggies on that. So I was asking, hey, instead of this, can I just get like some grilled veggies from this tray? You know, the mushrooms and sauteed onions. Can I get those as a side instead? And people, they'll say, yeah, you know, usually they'll say yes if it's possible. And if you're nice, then they'll definitely say yes. But if you're mean, they're going to probably say no.
No.
So you have to be careful the way that you ask.
Did you ever feel that for me, the hardest part is the smell? So for like instance, yesterday I was sitting in church and somebody was sitting next to me eating donut holes. And I could smell the donut holes and you were just like, really? Like I had to get up and physically
Were you
walk
offended?
away. I was a little
You're
offended.
like, are you seriously eating donut holes next to me? Wow.
I couldn't do it. I could not sit there and eat the donut holes. Like even being in the same vicinity, the king cake that was in here,
Yes.
the sugar, I could smell the sugar on the king cake. And I felt like I had to like level up a little bit
Yeah.
to just not sit there and just eat my whole face inside of it.
Are you talking about leveling up? Like whenever I mentioned, hey, I feel like I lose, if I'm trying to be on a diet, I feel like I lose weight considerably more whenever I'm tempted. Like if I go through a test and that test for me is like I go to a restaurant or there's king cake or something really delicious in front of me and I make the decision like, no, I'm not going to have that because this is what I'm doing. I'm following these strict rules. I'm doing this. The next day I'm like, hey, my pants feel loose or I had to tighten my belt or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Like that test?
That test. Yeah, I felt like, and then on Saturday, I was tested even more because I went to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory in downtown Galveston on the Strand.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
You know, I can't say that I have. I've heard you talking about it, and I don't think I have.
Okay, so we have to take you there. When you walk in, the first thing you see
Are you trying to get me to level up?
Yes. The first thing you see is all the caramelized apples, you know, and they're dunked in like chocolate and they have marshmallows and some of them are like peanut butter flavored. You walk in and you see that, and then you keep walking and then you see all of the like dipped Oreos and the fudge and all that other stuff. And then you see the Bluebell ice cream, and it's just like, why can't I have anything in here? I was like, do you have any like strawberries? And they're like,
just strawberries.
they're like chocolate strawberries. And I'm like, nope, can't have that either.
I could see being like, what? Well, close enough. I tried, you know, like, oh, I wonder what this dark brown thing dipped in. It's just vegetables, extra vegetables. But we're doing a detox. We're doing a cleanse with Dr. Aaron Chapa. It's 21 days. Me and Curt, we're on day 15. Can you believe it? Somebody said it looks like I lost weight. Maybe I have, but I also shaved, which is all like an illusion.
I think that's probably where everyone sees it.
Yeah.
But your beard is already back full. I see it.
It's yeah, I need to trim it again. My niece saw me for the first time when I was like, hey, uncle, I like your haircut. And I said, oh, thank you. And I hadn't had one. And then I realized because she looked at me and said, hey, there's something different. What is it? And maybe it's his hair. No, I had like 3 months worth of a beard that I had shaved off. So this is
at least you didn't go away for a weekend and come back with bleached hair.
I did not. That was not me.
Did you see that last night?
Of course, yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so I saw him Saturday night at the
Are you
Rock.
jealous?
A little bit.
You jealous, huh?
I was like, man, I want my blonde, my tips back.
You want your 90s hair back.
I do.
But you know, that stuff it makes full circle, you know? It makes full circle. So the trend's coming back.
I almost told him, I almost said, hey, the 90s called. They want their hairstyle back. But I like Pastor Josh for sure. So if you don't know what we're talking about, last night, Pastor Josh preached a powerful message here at Abundant Life Christian Center, but he did it with a bleached hair.
He bleached his hair, but
like
he had
just the top part.
Yep. You know, you get a fade on the side and then the top that's long, it's all bleached. And he did it for a message. I think he just wanted a change. He was like, how can I weasel my way into having bleached hair? I know, I'll make it a message. Like, oh, hey,
the 90s called.
okay, something interesting. So on Sunday morning, Pastor Hallam did something that he doesn't normally do. He did a question and answer.
I loved it.
You know what one of my favorite questions was? It was
the tattoo.
Yeah, it was a tattoo. You know why?
I knew it.
You know why?
I'm glad it ended with that too. That was the best way to. You can't top that question.
So somebody raised their hand in the service and said, Pastor Hallam, what are your thoughts and the Bible's thoughts on tattoos? And everybody was like, there was almost like a
yes, like,
oh my goodness, he asked this. and the first thing that went through my mind, because I won't say the gentleman who asked, but he's a military background, very straight up, forward, and he's still, either part of the reserves or I don't know, but he's still involved. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, what tattoo does he want to get? Or is he just acting to try and make people feel bad who have tattoos? And yeah, the way it was left, and I thought, this was a great answer, was, the Bible says we should take care of our bodies. There are some things you shouldn't put on your body, like you shouldn't put like hate, things that you wouldn't want to come out of your mouth. You don't need to put pasted, on your body, like messages of hate, just being ugly, disrespectful, bad words, those kind of things. Yeah, that's not cool. But other than that, he's like, well, I don't really have, an opinion either way. In the Bible it did say for some people, I believe, like the priests, in a certain time, that they had a bunch of rules that they should follow. And one of them was like, don't make any
markings.
Yeah, like
I think he said markings.
It was markings, or modifications to your body in a certain way. But I have tattoos. I have quite a few tattoos, and so I feel like I'm okay, right?
I had my shirt off and I had like a suit coat sitting behind me.
Just like, oh.
When he first asked the question, I quickly like put on my suit coat just in
this
case.
Whole thing.
I can't let it see. And then once Pastor said that, I was like, okay, I'm good.
Take my jacket
Take
off.
the jacket back off. Show off.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, this one.
Sherry said, I love his response, and I did too. So afterwards, I talked to him, and he was like, hey, how did you think that went? And I told him that was my favorite question. And then I was asking, I was like, what tattoo do you think that gentleman that asked that is trying to get? Is he trying to get like a full dragon on his back? And then I told him, I said, please, I said, next time, if that question ever comes up, and you know that it will, I said, tell him that you have like the Last Supper on your back from shoulder to shoulder. And then my wife said, tell him that you have Pastor Cindy's face on the back of your calf, and be like, but that's just my opinion. That's just what I have. So you make your own decisions, obviously just be tasteful about what you do. Don't put anything on your body that you don't want coming out of your mouth, and spread a positive message instead of like hate messages.
Yeah, we don't put any negativity on our page. We don't put any negativity on our Instagram
unless it's on accident.
On accident.
And if that's the case,
accidentally done it,
we're sorry. We didn't mean it. We are sorry. It's 9:00. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're excited to be on today. It is Martin Luther King Day, so we are reflecting a bit whenever we can throughout the show, just on the life that he lived and what he did for our country and the civil rights movement and the battle that we're still going through today. We have not arrived as a country, have not arrived as a people. There are still things that we can do, even little things where we can choose to be the good for everybody. So if you ever see anything going on that you don't think is right, speak up. That doesn't matter if it is something small. Maybe it's a work situation. Maybe it's a racial thing. Maybe it is, I don't know or care what it could possibly be, but you can always be the good. And sometimes whenever you're silent, that can do more, just like adding fuel to that fire. So you never know whenever it's going to come back at you. So you always have to try and speak up, try and defend that person.
Yeah, and always trying to find the positivity in the situations. That's what I take approach to every single day. I saw this morning, Gardy, my phone went off.
Yeah. And
I've never noticed this, but have you ever noticed that on your iPhone, the snooze button is always bigger than the stop button?
You know why?
Why?
Because if you hit the stop button, you're not waking up. If you hit the snooze button, at least it'll hopefully come on again later, or you're not coming to work. I had to put a direct email into Apple. We had correspondence over this because I was like, App, I need y'all to do something because Kurt's not coming to work on time. Can y'all make that snooze button bigger so he'll hopefully hit that one? It said the stop is so small now. I love it.
It's for me, I saw it as a different approach where, you know what, like the snooze button, you push it off. when if you hit the stop button, you got to get up. You got to go on and tackle the day. You have to do it.
What if you're trying to hit the snooze and you hit the stop? And then you're just like, oh, the next one will come on. And then you're like,
why
nope.
are you hitting the snooze? You should get out of bed, go and experience the day, do something positive with your life.
Hey, I'm not hitting the snooze. I thought you were speaking for yourself.
No, I'm not.
Does this look like a guy who hits the snooze button?
I know. Then why is it so big? Apple, Apple, what are you doing?
Hey, Renee said you guys are hilarious. I appreciate
not.
that. I appreciate it either way. You know, I've been working on my knock jokes. My mom got me this book for my birthday last year. It was like a book of dad jokes. It was like 101 dad jokes. And I was like, I can't read this. And I'm definitely not letting you read it because you're going to actually use them.
I would use the dad jokes for sure.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking to our first guest during this 9 o'clock hour. We're going to be focusing on an event that's coming up. It's spreading awareness on some issues that are going on in our area. They're going on everywhere. So you want to stay tuned so you can check all that out. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
Plus, we have our giveaway winners for Bay Shore Grill and Billiards and King Cake.
I'm excited.
From Maceo Spice Company. Up next, Stars Go Dim on 99.5 FM.
What's up?
Start.
What's up, everybody? We're going to bring our guests in. We're going to be talking about everything. I am excited. We also have these coupons that we're giving away to our guests as they come in, and maybe even some of these winners, maybe we'll include some of these free coupons. Hi.
Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? You're going to be in this chair.
Good to see you again.
Oh, I got to grab my phone and my stuff. But yeah, you guys will be right here.
Nice to meet you.
So Angie brought this.
I saw that chilling over there.
Yeah, I bought it from the mall, I believe.
That's cool.
Like,
Let me see.
Surprise for you. My mic's not.
It looks just like you. Your mic is on, but it's probably too hot. Talk.
Check. Yeah. Hey, what's up? So yeah, the Lego hot dog. I love it. It's like the mini me. It's a dude. It looks exactly like the hot dog suit.
Yeah, it does.
That's the bet. It looks just like me.
Same size feet.
Wow.
That is you.
So I posted a picture yesterday, Stephanie, on my Facebook page, on my personal page. I don't know if you saw the shoes of my new Del Tigre shoes. It's Gardy's company.
Yes, I did see them.
Somebody said, Curt, man, your ankles are really small. And then somebody today commented and said, yeah, there's no workout to fix that. I was like, dang.
I think it was just the angle of the photography, man.
Yeah, there you go.
It was. And so he had asked me, he was like, can you take some photos? And I was like, sure. So I tried to get some angles. And the first way he put his feet, and I was like, how are you even doing that angle? I said, maybe put him forward. And I was trying to do it, but I'm not a photographer at all. And I agree. Those ankles. I said, would you rather prefer like the cankles that people call them, where it's just like a calf ankle? No, you just embrace your nice
I was
ankle.
like, how do I fix that? Gardy's like, get some cankles.
God blessed you with skinny ankles.
Yes.
I mean, I love it.
It's all blessings.
It
right?
is all blessings.
I'm sure there are people who would love to have those ankles.
Yes. Jealous. There's probably jealous people out there right now.
Yeah, this guy.
I almost broke his arm off. Did you see that? And I was really struggling to put it back on.
Wow. Poor guy.
Man, I'm putting this on my keychain.
Excellent.
Crystal.
So Crystal gave y'all, well, you've been here before.
Yes.
And Crystal gave you the rundown of everything.
Yes.
She did a good job, huh?
All the do's and don'ts.
Great,
Yeah. It was good.
All right. Should I try to pick the winners now, Gardy, and try to crash this computer in the process?
Is that, you think, I wonder if that is why no, because YouTube stayed up. No, just wait till Josh gets here.
Okay. We'll wait till the 10 o'clock.
Can we see y'all now? Yeah, you know what? After Tuesday,
I'm so excited for
so
this.
tomorrow's show, we're doing it the exact same way. Then on Wednesday's show, we should have our new camera set up. So we're going to have 4 cameras in here and a switcher. So we'll have the perfect shot of everybody and multiple shots. So we're going to have to figure out and play with that. And I'm sure we're going to be moving cameras. So it'll be fun. We are excited.
I toyed with some graphics last night. I cannot wait. We'll be able to take graphics and videos and everything on the Facebook
So
Live.
your guys' fundraising went good.
Oh yeah,
It went really well.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, we hit our goal. We're able to get everything.
It was awesome. We were kind of sitting there sweating about 4 o'clock. We're like,
Is this happening? Oh, it's getting
And we
hot here.
did.
Nervous.
And we did, and we're like,
Yeah.
awesome, we can get everything.
Yeah, everything. So, yeah, it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna have we replaced lights in here. That was like the first step because we had some really dim lights, and so that actually brought up even on this camera from here. And so we're gonna put in some studio lighting, and we'll actually be able to dim these. We're gonna put a dimmer on there, and then like a light over here shining, and a light over there mounted, so that way it'll be good for the cameras. And we're gonna replace these lights up here and make them so we can change the colors.
Nice.
We're getting a new board. We're getting 3 more microphones to add to what we have, and vocal processors. We're getting our cameras, a switcher, so we can do lower graphics. And
Wow, you guys are legit.
maybe we'll see. We're gonna have to learn how to use it. That's gonna be the only thing. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to step up. And
So
not
don't
just
watch
be the
Wednesday.
Yeah, don't watch Wednesday. It might get rough.
yeah,
I'm gonna watch Wednesday just for that.
Yeah.
So-
Tune in. It'd be great. But
Absolutely.
I might be over here like stressing, like moving cameras, and
yeah.
yeah.
I do want to say that your beard is excellent. You have an
Thank you.
excellent beard,
Thank you, sir.
and I can see in the picture because you had a beard, and you still have a beard, but I can see it's grown in more and it's bigger now. How long has that been?
This, I'd say going on 2 months now
2
of
months?
allowing it to
Yes.
really take off.
Okay, so
I
you had
usually- I
one?
usually kept it kind of business-like and professional, but yeah.
And then too much because I was gonna say because I had one and it was like 3 months, but
Okay.
I don't really have a good beard because it
Gotcha.
mainly grows like under here, but
Ah.
I just embrace it, right? So I did 3 months and then I just shaved it, but that's it. Yours is like awesome.
Thank
I'm
you
glad
so
I did.
much. I appreciate it. The wife doesn't really care
No?
for it, but
I'm not a huge.
yeah.
No, okay, it doesn't look bad. The only part is that this part starts getting a little out of control,
Yeah,
and it
You know.
just starts doing like this.
You got to let it go a little bit so that it can do what it's going to
It
do.
does, yeah.
That was the hardest part, was looking semi-homeless for about a month. So
Yeah.
you know,
It was rough. I was like, oh, it's hard to like look directly at him.
yeah, but the mustache kind of goes into it and everything because I trim mine. Mine just kind of like starts to grow out.
Gotcha.
And then I'm just like, well, I can't because I look like a walrus or something. And so I just like run a trimmer over it. Right. Yeah.
I was
Appreciate
gonna
it, man.
say
Thank
he
you.
looked very similar to me when I had my beard and also my hair. as
Which,
well.
by the way, yours is growing in quite nicely.
yeah, and the eyebrows are
Yes.
back. Well,
Yes.
I was gonna say I looked like you without eyebrows.
Well, put your
Gotcha.
head down.
Yeah.
Put your head down because we did notice, and this was due to somebody's. But I mean, there's still hair there, but it's like, okay. He was like, well, maybe I'm sleeping on my pillow wrong. I was like, I don't know. Just like it's still there. I just need to grow it out.
Okay, it's grown in. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look bad. It's
at,
grown in.
At one time, I had a hair peninsula and it broke off into a hair island.
Oh,
and, so,
and then it was
you know,
time.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, you know, if
That's
you're gonna
when
go
you know.
bald, just go all the way. That's always been my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I was a
Strong.
young man. I was in my early 20s. So yeah,
And it
I
hit
had
you.
the same haircut for a long time now.
I've never known
20
him to have
years.
hair. So
You save
Yeah.
money on haircuts though.
Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gardy said, Kurt, you're never once you go bald, you're never gonna find like your hair is like the defining feature. And I'm like, really, Gardy?
Well, you know,
See?
you got to have a strong beard. You have to have.
Kinda
There's other
balance it
features,
out.
and also the person.
Dang.
I'm gonna say personality plays a lot.
Yeah.
And we were
Oh.
talking about you getting a new personality too, right?
What?
And that's
I have
not
a
his
great
name.
personality. Dang.
Well, that wasn't me. That was Crystal's comment. She said you need to work on your personality.
So first you attacked me because I wanted to take my shirt off, show off my flat belly, and now this. Dang.
What did we walk into? I'm a
Oh,
little
this is-
nervous. This
I'm
morning.
enjoying it. whatever it is.
Well, we're on this cleanse, and before the cleanse,
Crystal was
I
telling me about
definitely like no, but I said I'm flat now. Like I'm definitely have a.
He
flat
said he
belly.
noticed, okay, losing
little
some
flat.
weight. It's
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
flat, but the L silent. Have you seen that meme?
No, the L is not silent. The L is no longer silent. It used to be. Dang.
A little flat,
I'm
fat.
feeling the love. Yeah, I'm feeling the love.
It's like the taco meme that I've seen posted. It was like, or like today I'm starting a diet. Today I'm starting. Today, and then it's just a T, and it's like taco.
Did you see somebody made us shirts yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Sherry made us shirts, like personal shirts, and on the front of the shirt, it has the KHEA logo
Oh, nice.
right here.
Nice.
You see that?
Nice.
And then on the back, it said "Talk about awesome."
No
picture
way.
of a taco.
Oh yeah, that's rad.
Isn't that
Oh,
awesome?
those
rad.
are great.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love those.
The best shirt. We're gonna have to have her make more
Yeah.
and like sell them.
Yeah, I
Someone's
need-
like, "Where's? I want one."
Yeah, people were asking
So
us.
we have a taco group.
Yes,
on
and I'm
Facebook.
part of it. Yeah,
So
I've
we
been
appreciate
enjoying
that.
it.
You can post
Nice.
any of your taco pictures. All you have to do is search KHEA Radio, find our group, which is the Talk of Taco group. I think it's the only Talk of Taco ever.
Haven't seen another.
I believe so. I believe so.
Well,
And it's about
you-
time.
You know you've made it when somebody's like, I want to start my own because we boot somebody out and we kick someone out and they go, well, I'm going to go do my own
What
thing.
would be a reason that we booted somebody out? Like
They
they,
posted a picture
Of
of
like
a hamburger.
Chinese food? Yeah, it's like not today.
Not today.
No.
Get out of here.
You know, we always make excuses. Like somebody like a hot dog. It's like, well, it's like an American taco, right? You know?
Yeah. That would be our daughter. When we go to
Oh.
Taqueria, she orders the hamburger.
Really?
She's like,
Yeah,
yes,
just
you don't
pray for her, man.
understand. It's the
Pray for her.
greatest hamburger. Like, no.
No.
But is it like the Mexican hamburger? They call
No.
it like a hamburguesa?
No.
No, it's just like,
Not
give me
really.
the American one, not
Yes.
the Mexican
Yeah.
one.
We go, yeah, we go to a Chinese restaurant. She's like, can I get a hamburger?
Can I
Like,
get chicken
no.
nuggets? We're
Yes,
like, no.
no.
It doesn't matter if
How
you're
old is
good.
she?
She's
15.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even blame it on her being like young.
No.
I was gonna say like, oh,
I was a little
Come on,
embarrassed.
guys.
You know, she's 6, but
Yeah.
it's not acceptable. No.
okay, we got 15 seconds and we'll go on the FM as well and
Okay.
talk about everything.
Okay.
So what's up, folks? Let us know what do you guys got going on today.
I think a bunch of people are excited to win.
You're gonna wear the headphones?
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
And we have some guests in studio. We have Stephanie Clausen, who was in studio with us before, and her husband, Kirk, who is here as well. So I do want to say, sometimes people call Kurt Kirk, which I like, Kirk Casper, and you don't like that.
No.
But Kirk is such a strong name. Do you have any thoughts?
I feel like I would have
You have to be
thoughts
careful what
when
he said.
there
I
was
love
not
that.
when there's not a Kirk in studio with me today. Because I was gonna say like Kurt is so much better than Kirk.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go with him because he has a great beard. So
Wow.
how are y'all doing today?
Good.
Great. We're
Doing
doing
really
wonderful.
good.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And last time, Stephanie, when you were in, we talked about everything that you've done, like the history and just being missionaries and all of the goals that y'all have for this year. But I know there's an event coming up. Can you share about that event? You know, and the benefiting, what the benefit is of that event and when it is and everything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the event is called the Collective Event, and it's going to be this Thursday, January 24th at 6:30 p.m. at College of the Mainland in their new conference center, which is absolutely beautiful. And what the event is about, so it's called the Collective Event for a reason, because it's multiple organizations that are all working together to like accomplish one goal. So the organizations are organizations that are assisting women through domestic violence, assisting women who are single and pregnant, assisting women who have been exploited or trafficked. So there's kind of a large arena of organizations that we've connected with. But what's so beautiful about it is that we've all agreed to come this one night, and we have amazing speakers. We have John Clark through Operation Texas Shield is going to come and present, and he just has an amazing presentation about trafficking, online grooming, how to protect your kids, what's going on at the Texas legislative level, kind of what is Texas doing to combat trafficking. Then we're also partnered with Love People Not Pixels, and so their whole focus is how to help people gain freedom from pornography addiction. So we're going to be partnering with them here in Galveston County and doing a lot of parent trainings and wonderful things like that. But the event is just to invite the community to come in and meet these organizations. I had this conversation with a woman a couple months back, and I happened to say, hey, you know, did you know that there's like 10 or 11 organizations just in Galveston County who are helping women through various stages of brokenness? And she said no. And that was really kind of heartbreaking, thinking there's these wonderful organizations that are making this huge impact, but nobody even knows about them. So, you know, when you open up your mouth and you say, oh, there should be, the Lord kind of like, well,
Do it.
And so that's where I kind of found myself. And I'm not an event coordinator, and I've never coordinated an event, but working with these awesome organizations, they made it easy to do this event. And they're just fantastic. And so we've invited the community. We have some local politicians, law enforcement, church leaders, educators are all coming to find out like how can they plug in. So we don't need another organization.
Right.
But let's take the ones that are already here, that are already established, already making an impact, and plug our community into them. How can you volunteer for them? How can you donate to them? Maybe you're a web designer and you want to connect with one of them and help them get their social media presence up and going. Like, what can you do to make these organizations better, to make the impact in our community better? So that's kind of what
cool.
it is.
And what are people saying so far? Do you have a lot of people lined up to come in? How are ticket sales and stuff?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. And I knew this was the first event in Galveston County like this. And so we do have a coalition that is the Texas Gulf Coast Coalition Against Trafficking. And they focus a lot on businesses and how to get businesses involved. But it was really important for us to say, like, how do we get our community? How do we get that guy or that girl over there that wants to do something in their community? How do we get them plugged in? So this is more of like a community event. So my personal goal was hey, that would be awesome if 200 people showed up, right? That would be I think that's a lot of people. So we have 99 reserved tickets. So if you want to come, and still when I think about it, for being the first event in this area like that, and people not really knowing who we are, not really knowing, I think that's fantastic. And so I'm just if 10 people showed up, I would think that it was a success, just because we're doing it. We're doing what the Lord asked us to do. So we're excited.
And it is a free event.
Yeah.
It's free to the public, but we are using Eventbrite just to track a head count. And
Okay.
so when she says register or registration or tickets, it is a free event for the public. And we invite everyone to come.
Yeah.
Hey, it's free. But we're just using that to track a head count.
Yeah. That makes sense. To know how many we prepared for
Yeah.
and what you need to do.
Absolutely. And
That's
so we're
awesome.
going to have a friend that has a coffee truck called Hebrews Community Coffee. And isn't that rad? I love it. So he's going to be coming and serving coffee out of his truck. And I don't know, I think it's just going to be a really great event, and people can come out and just see what's going on in Galveston County.
That's awesome. So if somebody is hearing this and they want to be involved and help, what they should do is go to the event, get connected with some of the organizations that are there, and see, hey, what can I do to help?
Absolutely. And we're just really blessed. We have a survivor that's coming to speak as well. So we have been in the anti-trafficking arena for about 3 years now, and we connected with this wonderful young lady almost 3 years ago. So we've been mentoring her for about 3 years, and she reached out and said, well, how can I be involved in the event? So I just kind of threw it out there hey, would you be willing, to speak, about your story? And she said, yeah. And we met with her yesterday to kind of go over what she's going to say. And I'm telling you, it took everything to not sit there and cry, because her story is so amazing. And I'm so excited for her. This is her first time ever speaking, but I'm excited for her to get out and just show people this is what brokenness looks like, but this is also what restoration looks like. Yeah. And so her story is absolutely beautiful. So I think just her story is going to make a huge impact. So I just invite everybody to come out, support her, support what's going on in your community and what we're trying to do, how we're trying to make an impact.
That's awesome.
I'm really now intrigued by this Hebrews coffee thing. I love it. And I kind of want coffee, but we can't have coffee.
We can, yeah. We're detoxing from caffeine, from cheese, from any grains, soy. Yeah, no milk.
When do you guys hit your day 21?
Sunday is the last day. So Monday we're clear to go. Next Monday. Yeah, so we're on day 15, I believe.
Okay.
And but last time that we did this, we stayed off caffeine, or I did at least. I think he did too. I did for almost 2 months, just because I had it for so long every day in a row. I was like, oh, well, I feel fine. I'm going to keep going and see how long I can go. Yeah. And then I had an energy drink, and the first time it hit my mouth, I was like, this is what I have been missing all this time. It felt so good. I was like, why would I want to deny and the reason I'm doing this is just to show myself that I can, really, because I'm like, okay, I can, making a decision, and and there's health benefits as well. So it's been fun. Yeah.
Have you had the Hebrews coffee? You said it's a coffee truck, right?
Yes. Yeah. So he's going to be able to serve lattes and cappuccinos and frappuccinos. So it's not just black coffee and you stir in your own creamer. So he's bringing the whole thing, full service
cool.
coffee. Yeah.
He could just park out here every day.
He's really great. So his name is Jeff Wood, and he's just fantastic, and saw our vision for the event, and we invited him to come, and so we're excited.
Is he out of Houston, or where?
He's
is.
he's out of the Woodlands, so
Uh-huh.
he's actually driving down from the Woodlands to be part of our event.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, we're
He's not
excited.
close.
Nope.
No.
No.
Hey,
not
so
at all.
what is the name of the place at College in the Mainland? You said it's brand new. What is the building?
It's just they're just calling it a conference center. So it's on the backside of College of the Mainland off of Monticello Drive
Mhm.
in parking lot D.
Or if you're from around here, we call it Monticello.
Monticello, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's okay.
Did I say it
yeah,
wrong?
it's okay.
Oh,
and,
I
Wait,
thought it
I
was
say Monticello.
Do you? Okay.
No, I say Monticello. Sorry.
I say it the same way you do.
Monticelllo. All I know is how it
Monticello.
says, yeah.
It's Monticello. Where's the H?
All I know is
I don't
they've
know.
been doing construction.
See, I'm
'cause-
from a different generation than you guys, though. So you know what I'm saying? Maybe my
Wait, you're not
generation, we called
26 like the rest of us?
it- No, I
you're
graduated
not?
in '94
Oh,
from
wow.
Mark High School.
from Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
And that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt's. We're not 26. Kurt. Oh,
Yeah.
Crystal
Chris-
is.
yeah.
Crystal is. Kurt.
Don't brag.
Yeah.
Kurt is
30.
yeah.
Okay.
He's still handling that for himself, and I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm 32. I was like, 30's great. I feel
It
awesome.
is.
I've
Yeah.
got 10 years on you, man. 42 is it's fun. Yeah, it's great.
See, we have good things to look forward to.
Yes.
right.
Good beards.
Good. Yeah,
That's-
your beard
there
may
you
get
go.
better.
There you go.
Kurt, you
Yeah.
may get married, and it doesn't matter if you have hair or not. Apparently,
42?
as long as your personality's
And
okay.
it doesn't
42
matter
is
if-
going to be the year of the Kurtz. 42.
I think it's great. It won't matter if the L is silent.
Wow.
For better or for worse.
Back
right.
to that.
As long as the ankles are in shape, man.
Oh,
Gotcha, brother.
man.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Let's go back to talking about the event.
I'm sorry. I fired shots.
This got good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
This got good. Kurt, do you have any thoughts about the event?
Yeah, I'm really excited about what you guys are doing. This is the first of its kind. Can you talk? I think last time you came in, but we might have a different audience that's on the FM or listening today on Facebook. Talk about why this is a big deal for the city of Houston, why this is a big deal for Galveston County to have an event like this.
Sure. So the last time I was in here, we did talk pretty extensively about how Houston, unfortunately, is the #1 hub for sex trafficking. And what makes it that way is just how conveniently located Houston is. So close to the Mexican border. We sit right in the middle of the I-10 corridor. We have one of the largest shipping channels in the country. So it just makes importing and exporting of goods and people very easy. And so what a lot of people don't understand is that Houston also then is very aware that they have this issue of trafficking. And so the mayor has been really good about new policies coming down through the police department. They're all back in 2016. Houston was one of the first cities to come out with an anti-trafficking
State first,
initiative. It was really huge that other mayors around the country are now kind of catching hold of and implementing in their cities. But what's happening is now that Houston is kind of putting tightening down on what's going on in the city, it's flushing out some of these businesses out into the outer counties like Montgomery and Fort Bend and Galveston and Brazoria. So now you're seeing a lot more illicit massage parlors that are popping up in the outside counties. You're seeing a little bit more foot traffic of prostituted women out on the streets. And so it's really good for all of us outer counties to not go, oh, that's a Houston problem.
Right.
It's not, it's an everywhere problem. And so it's going to be really good to get this event going, show people in our county that, yeah, we may not have a huge problem, but if we keep ignoring it, what is it going to look like in 10 years or 15 years?
Yeah.
So if we can now get a hold on it, get educated, find out what can we do, how can we keep this from happening, and then move forward. And so a lot of what we're doing, I'll let Kirk talk about our partnership with Love People Not Pixels, but we're really excited for the event, which is going to highlight like, hey, there is an issue in Galveston because our survivor that's coming to speak, she was trafficked off of Galveston Island. So you can't go, oh, that was just an isolated incident. It's
Right.
not an isolated incident. It's happening every day.
Yeah, before we get into the people not pixels, with today being Martin Luther King Day, he spoke a lot on speaking up for injustice. If you see
Absolutely.
something that's
Absolutely.
wrong, then it's our job to speak up about it, because if you don't, then everybody's going to be silent. Oh, somebody else will do it. You see something that doesn't look right. You know what? It is okay. That's not my problem. It doesn't affect me. That's a Houston problem.
Yeah.
And it's definitely related. And that, with us, reflecting and having this day, not just today, but every day.
Absolutely.
These are things that people should be doing, like what y'all are doing.
Yeah,
Spreading
absolutely.
awareness and speaking up where there's injustice. Sometimes people don't have a voice themselves for whatever reason, and that's our job as just good people and Christians, and this is what we're supposed to do.
I think a lot of times people think it's embarrassing, because it is kind of embarrassing to talk about like, oh, the effects of pornography and how is pornography pushing the demand for trafficking.
Mhm.
People don't want to talk about pornography. People don't want to, look at the issue head on. But if we don't now, right? Like, we have young kids as well. You guys, or you have young children.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think like 10 years from now or 15, what issues are we going to be facing then if we don't face them now? So that's kind of what this event's about and kind of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, share about Love People Not Pixels.
So Love People Not Pixels is a great organization. Bo and Joe, they're not twins. They could be brothers. They're great guys. But basically, Love People Not Pixels focuses on being a defender of love and training people to be a defender of love. Yeah, she's going to plug them with the shirt there. But basically, what that translates into is a concern and a training to uphold the role of love people. I mean, it sounds so simple, right? Love people, not pixels. And basically what that amounts to is healthy families, healthy parents, healthy children, healthy community. And so what that addresses or deals with on one side is the demand that porn pushes for trafficking. And on the other side of that is basically how porn changes the brain, how porn changes brain chemistry, and how that affects relationships. I'm a little bit older, been married for about 13 years now. Our kids are a little older. And so for someone in my generation, you can kind of lose sight of what it's like for someone that's in a younger generation. What does love look like? What do relationships look like? And not understand that pornography is really like an quote unquote accepted everyday part of reality for people that are a lot younger. Our daughter, when we talk to her about it, she says, there's kids walking down the hall looking at it on the iPhone, in school. I mean, it's just like socially has become more acceptable. And so that is damaging to relationships. One thing that we tell our daughter is you have a right to date a young man that doesn't view pornography, that chooses to reject that. I mean, good luck finding that guy in your age group, unfortunately, but you have that right as a young lady, as a human, as a person, to be enough. And so, that I guess is, I'm not as eloquent as my wife, I don't think, but that is really what Love People Not Pixels focuses on. And so there's another part Stephanie can tell you about, she's pretty passionate about, which is more of the getting involved with local politics. And
oh yeah, so they have two components. So they're equipping parents, right? On, let's say you're a parent, you have children, but maybe they've not yet seen or what's the word I'm thinking of? Seen or viewed pornography, or maybe you have children who are exposed, thank you, or actively. So it's just equipping parents on how to talk to our children, how to walk with our children through recovery of any type of pornography addiction. But then on the flip side of it, when it goes back into talking about the illicit massage parlor, so Love People Not Pixels, they live in Pearland, and so they kind of have this gosh, I can't think of the words I'm thinking of this morning, kind of this pilot program of like Pearland has 3 illicit massage parlors, so they decided, like, how can we close them down?
Right.
And they started going to city council meetings, started talking to the chief of police and the permits and zoning people. And it's really taken off in Pearland, where Pearland's really just understanding, like, yeah, we don't need these places in our community. So we're going to be partnering with them and bringing that same procedure here to Galveston County as well, because it's not good enough that we're reaching the women who are being exploited. We're talking to the men who are being affected by it as well. But it's like, me personally, I'm not okay that these businesses are in our community. And I'm not okay to sit and eat a Subway sandwich with my family, and then right next door there's women being exploited through a massage parlor. Like, I'm not okay with that, and neither should anybody else. So as a community, how can we come together and say, okay, how can we close these places down? And it's a huge process. It's not like you just walk in, you're like, look, we don't like what you're doing, and we want you to close.
Right. Yeah, because they have to know that something's going on in there, and they've done this before, that they they find a way around it, you know, like they're
Yes.
like, oh, okay, yeah,
And-
no, there's nothing bad happening.
Yeah.
But
Right.
And the other thing I feel is that maybe they get shut down, but then they can maybe move to another spot where
Mhm.
people don't know, and then just
Right.
like try and do it again,
And
and
that
that
does happen,
stinks.
yeah.
But
It is, but what Love People Not Pixels is doing is that they're going to the city level and they're saying, okay, there's a certain way that we can go around where, like, okay, let's say like Kirk and I want to open a massage parlor, but we're like legit. We're licensed and everything. Well, you can't have blacked out windows. You can't have a push buzzer on the outside of your door to buzz people in. You can't have an ATM machine in the lobby of your massage parlor. So there's certain like contingencies that they're saying, like, if you do want to open a massage parlor, that's fine. But you have to follow these rules. And if we walk in and if the fire marshal or walks in and sees that you have blacked out windows or you have a push buzzer or you have an ATM machine, he can literally say, everybody out. He can chain up the door and say, now you guys, you have to figure it out through the city. And so it's those kind of things with coming in and saying, we don't mind that you have businesses here, but you're going to follow these rules to make sure that you're doing the right things, because that's, as a community, right? That's how we make sure that our community stays healthy. And so if they're not willing to follow these rules, then you're right, then you need to leave. But if every city around them has these same rules, then either they can like leave or just never open up again. But if they can leave Pearland and go, well, then I'll go to Fort Bend or I'll go to Galveston. Well,
just pushing that problem somewhere else where there's
Exactly.
not a. But if somebody is hearing this and they want to get involved and they want to be able to help on any of these different levels, the event on Thursday.
Absolutely. And you can also email us at missionariesforhope@gmail.com. If you're hearing this and you're like, yeah, I want to be a part of that team that goes to city council meetings, or because we're going to have to fill out paperwork through the city and we're going to have to meet with people and we're going to have to send in letters. And I mean, it could take months before we even get in front of a city council meeting or something. But we need people that are passionate about making an impact in their community, people that want to see transformation happen, but also that are, we want to do it the right way. Because when you do it the right way, it's more sustaining. We're not interested in picketing these places. You don't make changes through anger. You make changes through love. And so we love these people enough and we love our community enough to say, we don't want them here any longer.
So what's your email address one more time?
missionariesforhope@gmail.com.
Okay, so feel free to send an email if any of this sounds like something you would like to be involved, you would like to help spread the word, maybe start in your city, wherever it is, see how you can help out. Let us know. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart, and we're going to take a quick break. It's fine.
Awesome.
I'm not a warrior.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm too afraid to
man, coming after
No,
this.
I was right at you, man.
Man, I was. You're lucky this speaker's up. Crystal.
You know what's funny though is a lot of people call Kurt
I do. I get
Curt.
Kurt.
because of that double K.
I have that double consonant sound because it's Kirk Clausen.
Oh,
And so
everyone's
most
like
people go with
Kurt or
Kurt.
Kurt, and I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
So we say captain. So we're
I
like
say
Kirk,
captain.
like
Captain
captain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So what's
Oh,
funny
it's
is our
Captain.
nieces and our nephews call him Captain Kirk.
Mhm.
So like when he signs birthday cards, he signs
Captain
it Captain Kirk. And I don't know, it's kind of cute.
my last name's Casper, and so
Yeah.
I tell everyone just like the friendly ghost.
There you
Yeah.
go.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's funny.
Really?
But you have the double too, kind of like Kurt Casper.
Kurt Casper, yeah.
Yeah. The C your sounds
So I feel your
different.
pain.
Kirk Clausen.
Kurt
You're like
Clausen.
KC that lost
That's
last
it.
night.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That lost last night.
Did y'all watch? Are y'all football?
No,
People
not
know?
really.
No.
I'm
Too
not,
much.
not necessarily either, but
Yeah.
I definitely watched the game.
I think it's more fun to get on Facebook and read what everyone's saying about
Yes.
the football game. Like that's
I
where
agree.
I get more.
Last
enjoyment
night
out
I
of
The
was
drama.
like trying, like everyone's like, "Oh, the NFL, they ruined the." No, the Saints lost the game. There was a chance, you stop them on defense.
that. Uh-huh.
You don't throw the interception in overtime. You stop them on defense again. You had 3 other chances
Yeah.
to win that game. You can't go back to the pass interference. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
I love all the
Kurt
yeah.
has the passion about that.
He does.
Yeah,
He's
he
very
does.
passionate.
He
He's
likes,
feeling
he
it.
likes to argue with people.
Yeah.
He calls it debate.
Gotcha.
But now, if you put 1 second, you put 1 second back on the clock in a 2009 Big 12 championship game when Nebraska was gonna win over Texas, Like Texas is in the back pocket of the Big 12.
Yeah.
And they put a second back on, and they so happen to kick the game-winning field.
Yeah.
That was
So you care about football.
He's a bitter man.
I'm bitter all the time.
different levels.
That's okay. That's
Hey,
okay.
do we have more of these?
No, we're all out.
Oh.
Do you want one of these?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Do you want me?
You
Oh.
can take one. So,
Okay, look, here's some.
Do y'all go to Olympia Grill?
No, but we
No.
actually passed by it. When
We
was
do.
it? Sunday?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, isn't that the same place that's in Galveston? Because wasn't it
So-
on the seawall?
Yeah, they have two.
Okay.
So that one, it says the expiration is 2018, but they printed off the wrong date for us.
Oh, okay.
But it's really
Okay.
2019.
2019.
Yeah,
Sweet,
I
man.
saw Vincent go
We
down
love,
here
we
earlier.
love
Yeah.
hummus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We're
good.
hummus fans.
Did y'all do dessert at all?
Yeah.
So
Hummus
would you
on.
pick-
I'm trying to keep my L silent too. So. You
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Yeah.
today, chefs.
Wow.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I was saying I indulge in dessert because I'm trying to keep my L silent.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Today, Chef's Table Charities. That's Mary Bass.
Yeah.
She's doing some stuff with Olympia Grill
Okay.
where it's all day. 10% of the proceeds are going to go towards Chef's Table Charities. What Chef's Table Charities is focusing on right now is the families, I think, in the Coast Guard that are being affected by the government shutdown.
Yeah.
So like diapers and
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
wipes and food and groceries and HEB gift cards and stuff like
it's
that.
awesome, man.
They're just raising funds to get these out to the families.
So
So-
go today.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
If you would like
Okay.
to go today,
Go
it's
today.
10% of that is going to go straight to them.
No, that's
excellent.
wonderful.
So it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
That's
It
great.
is. We
man.
have 3 families in our church that are 3 Coast Guard families. So
Mhm.
We have
yeah.
lots of NASA people too. So
We have a
Oh,
meeting
yeah.
there at 2.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be
Bless
there
you.
for lunch. That's why I was pushing. I was like, do it on Monday because we already had a meeting scheduled. I was like, do it on Monday. And so,
No, that's
We're gonna
good.
go
They made it
benefit
work.
them.
Good.
yeah.
No, yeah, we'll go too.
We'll eat tons of free food.
This part isn't benefiting, but it at least
No,
helps.
That's good. Yeah, we love hummus. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd
Right.
be good.
So do we, because we're allowed to eat that on our,
on the
Oh,
but it's
Gotcha.
not the pita. We're not, so they have the
Ah.
cucumbers and the
planes. Okay.
carrots.
can you
and
do
it's good.
cucumbers?
Mhm.
Okay, so what is the cleanse about?
We're allowed to do, well, the first 10 days, it was vegetables and water. You could saute them, you could eat them raw. And then, so for like the way they told us to think about it is like every 2 vegetables, 1 fruit. So not just eat fruit, but we are allowed to eat fruit. So yeah,
Okay.
cutting out dairy, soy, wheat, grain, any breads. All of that stuff's cut out, and vegetables, water. But we did have some like a protein shake, so we still got protein, and then we took some other pills. Everything that is like supernatural from like a farm, ground
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
Or and to try and like flush out stuff in our body.
So is the
Gotcha.
cleanse just for you physically, or is it a spiritual component as well?
Well, this one is strictly like your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, I guess we are learning a spiritual, like it does have a spiritual stuff too, because you see things that like have control over
Mhm.
you that you need to
Mhm.
break, that you let control your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
that's good.
yeah, it's been interesting.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Yes.
21 days.
I give you props, man. Yeah.
Well, I did the
I give you
keto
guys-
diet
How'd
at
that
the
go?
end of last year. Oh, I lost like 18 pounds in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it was big. But then what happens, I really struggle with hydration. Like
Mhm.
I'm really bad about drinking. There will be like 2 or 3 days that go by. And I'm thinking,
Did I drink water?
yeah, serious. And then sometimes I don't even know until I start getting a headache and I start feeling like fatigue. And he'll go, when was the last time you drank water? I'm like, oh, so
What do you drink? Coffee?
not really
Nothing?
any. Yeah,
Tea?
I don't. No
Soda?
No.
Kool-Aid?
Not too
No.
much.
Capri Sun?
No. And so, but it's just because I'm really busy, and sometimes I
Yeah.
think like, oh, I'll drink something in a second, and then I get sidetracked. But so I reached out to a really good friend who she's just doing amazing on keto. I think she's lost like 100 pounds in the last 8 months or something. And I said, hey, like I'm not losing any weight. I don't know what's going on. And so she's like, are you drinking water? No. And so she's like, that's it. That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
You'll plateau,
is,
yeah.
So then I kind of took a break and thought, okay, I need to do this again. So my daughter and I are going to do it again starting in February. But then now
Awesome.
obviously be like, oh, drink water. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at right now.
We started carrying a jug. Like
Yeah.
well, we got these from HEB and they're kind of just like easy to carry around.
Yeah.
And
So are you supposed to drink one every day?
Well,
two every day?
I
or-
haven't been.
Okay.
It lasted like 2 to 3 days.
That's how much water I
Gotcha.
drank in like a month.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. She drinks like a regular water bottle, and she's like, "Look!" And
so-
I'm all
Yeah.
excited. Like, yeah.
What Dr.
way to
Chocolate
go.
says that
Oh.
you should probably like as soon as you wake up, how many ounces? Like 30 to 40 ounces. Like
Oh my gosh.
just chug like
Yeah.
first thing in the morning, and it
sounds
helps get your body
yeah,
going.
kickstart everything. Yeah.
It does.
Ah.
It kickstarts
Yeah.
you.
I
Yeah.
like that word.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I've heard that before. Yeah.
I don't know. That just sounds exhausting to me. Like drinking that much water. I'm like, ugh.
And then you make it a challenge. Like,
Ooh.
can I do it?
Hmm.
Probably
like
not.
challenges.
But you can try it, and then you'll
Yeah.
work your way up to it.
I like challenges. I like
Yeah.
when people say, "Oh, you can't do."
Yeah. You have to use the restroom a lot at the beginning,
Yeah.
but then your body
Yeah.
gets used
That's
to
something
it.
about being 42. That's normal.
Drink no water, have to use
Yeah,
the restroom all the time
exactly.
anyways.
Yeah.
How does this happen?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no comment on that.
You know, I used to make so much fun of like my elders whenever they'd be like, never pass up the chance to go to the bathroom, you know, and I'd be like, oh, you're old. And now I'm like, oh, I get that. Yeah.
But you're not old.
I'm not old.
You're not
No,
old.
No. I'm just saying it does start affecting you as you
Yeah.
so
So look, you have something to
Noted.
look forward to in your
Noted. Yeah,
40s.
excited.
Look at you guys. This is so great.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember- Well, the last thing we had to look forward to was to be able to rent a car, and now we have this. You know, I think
Yes.
it's like 25 or so.
Right.
Anything I can do to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, your insurance lowers after
40.
25,
Yeah, that's true.
and
That's
then
true. Yeah.
yeah. So it's look 40s.
More restroom
you get
breaks.
to visit a
More
lot of
restroom
bathrooms.
breaks.
It
That's
has
right.
the word break in it.
Yeah,
does.
It's a break.
exactly. Well, you can do like a whole show about like the bathrooms of Texas, and then just highlight what
Bucky's, all the
Yeah.
Bucky's restrooms.
That was actually our youngest son.
Oh my
He had this thing where anywhere we went, he had to see what the restroom.
That's
looked
where that
like.
boy
was
saw
his
the-
thing. Yeah.
the
so-
inside of a restroom of every place.
Yep.
He just wanted to.
Just-
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
wanted to. He'd be like, I need to use
And
the
you guys are
restroom.
like, oh,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you probably
Kids.
learned a lot about a place just from how they
Yeah.
keep the restroom.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
I believe
Probably
you.
so.
that's probably wise.
Makes
Beyond
He's
his
wise.
years.
Uh-huh.
Beyond
made
his-
fun of him.
How old is he?
17.
17.
So we have 3 kids. We have 22, 17, 15. So
Okay.
we're actually a combined family.
Mhm.
So we don't have any children between us, but the 17 and 15-year-old Kirk always had custody of them. So
Mm-hmm.
then when I met him, they were 1 and 3.
Yeah.
So I've known them.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
they're mine.
Help raise them
Yeah.
for sure.
They're good.
sure.
They're good kids, smart and driven, and yeah, they're good. They're decent.
Are you talking yourself into it?
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
That's what it sounded like. She's like, yeah, they're okay. They're all
So my
right.
therapist says that one day. No, I'm just kidding.
Everything's gonna be
Somebody
fine.
told me, I was talking to someone on Saturday. And we were walking around the Strand.
Who was it?
Kelly.
Okay.
And she was like, yeah, I was an only child. And I was like, oh, cool. And she's like, yeah, I used to play board games by myself. And
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm an only child.
Oh.
whoa.
You know that game, like
Do
you
we
go to
need
one
to-
side,
do we
go to
need
the
to
other.
get- do we need to have
Yeah.
a therapy session here? I was
Yeah.
like, I've never heard that before, but
I
I'm
used to
like,
play board games.
I
all the
stopped
time.
in my tracks. I'm like, are you okay? Like, who's
Yeah. Do we
Yeah.
have to
This
have
is
a
so
moment?
depressing.
Yeah, it was I guess you get very comfortable being alone. So
I'm not. I'm one of 8.
Yeah.
So I have
she
2
always has to.
You
biological-
cherish being alone.
No, I
She
don't.
does not.
Like
She-
I get my energy from people. So I love people. So there's times where I'll just go to the grocery store
Yeah.
just to be around people.
Yeah.
I love people.
Where are you at in the 1 through 8?
I don't know what's my
Well, like, are you the oldest, the youngest, in the
middle.
In
I
the
guess
middle.
well, there's not really a middle to
Middle-ish.
8. Kind of in the middle. So I have 3 above me and then 5 below me. or
Okay.
4 below me or something
Cool.
like that. So I'm really bad at math. But yeah, so but we're all really close in age too. So I think the youngest is 30 and then the oldest is he just turned 45. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool. I was going to ask if you were really good with kids. Did you have to? or
No,
get
not
to help?
really. Not really because
No.
Sorry,
no.
my eyebrows were doing this.
Not really. Okay, I love children like my own. And then,
Yeah.
well, no, like we coached my son's soccer team and stuff like that. But I like teenagers better than I like smaller children. And then now that we're adults of an adult child, I realize I'd much rather have a room of like 3-year-olds than an adult child, because like 3-year-olds, when they break something, you're like, oh, no problem. You sweep it up and you give them a hug and high five them. But like a 22-year-old, like new tires, tickets, oh, the front end of my car isn't working right, or oh, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like we have to work on new credit, then we have to do it. It's exhausting. Like no one tells you how to be a parent of an adult child. It is.
There's all the books on how do you raise, the newborn, the toddler stages, all this stuff. And like,
your kid's first day of school and then all of a sudden there's this huge gap of, wait, can we talk about like what happens with a 21-year-old, or, oh, they graduate college.
What
now? What do you do? And you have to sit down.
They're moving back in.
Yes. Yes. And you have to sit down and talk about budgeting and what is credit and how.
Is God telling you to write that book, to produce that material?
No, are you sure? Nope, definitely.
You saw there was a need.
Yes. And everybody who's listening, write a book on how to parent.
See, I have a
children.
6-year-old and a 1-year-old, but I would read that material. I need that material. So if you're feeling inspired or someone else's.
Somebody else. I vote on somebody else. So, I mean, it's like, it's awesome to have that friendship with your child, because you can sit around and just like talk about like stuff on the news and all. And but then when it comes down to like the hows and the whys and the don'ts, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, if they do this, it could really impact. And when you think of like the long-term effects of like the decision they make today, you're like, wow.
I didn't think about any of that stuff whenever I was a kid. You know, I moved out and I was like, sweet, like this is awesome. And then but social media was even different today than it was back then. And so we meet kids, and there was a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old who didn't have social media, and I'm like, are you planning to be president one day? Like, what are you doing?
You have to be to do that.
Yeah, there's things you need to take into consideration that we didn't have to. I mean, I had my MySpace and like posting all kinds of nonsense, and they got Facebook, and I was like, But now I'm like, why would I ever post that? Delete, like there's things you need to think of, but it was so brand new, and who knows what there will be whenever even your youngest, is 18 or
That's
college
true.
after college. So
Well, she just got her Snapchat. She hasn't.
Yeah.
We're really not that we're like anti-social media, because we absolutely see the benefit of it, and we see that it could be good and positive. But like anything else, there also can be a bad side to it. So it's just communication. We had to really sit down with her and say, like, look, like this is our expectations of you having social media. This is like kind of the do's and don'ts. And she's really done well. She didn't do well at one point, and we did have to take it away. And we told her, well, but she didn't do anything wrong. It just wasn't. It was expectations that just we
as parents were unrealistic. Yeah.
And so then we kind of went back and we said, you're not going to have it for 30 days, but then that turned into 6 months. And then finally, but then guess what? She was fine.
Yeah.
After about a
life
week.
goes on.
She went through
She had to
detox. Like the crying and like,
Break
please,
that.
can I have it back? And
like that was legitimate, because she's like, I feel so disconnected from the world, because everyone I know is like using Snapchat or whatever, and now I'm not.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what people are up to. So but after about a week,
we got 17 seconds. We'll go back on, remind everybody about this Thursday.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then we should be good.
Very good.
10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would eat hummus.
That's right.
KHEA Radio.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We have two special guests in studio. If y'all wouldn't mind introducing yourselves and letting everybody know who you're with and an event that's coming up.
Great. Well, I'm Curt Clausen. This is my wife, Stephanie Clausen. And so basically, we have a ministry called Missionaries for Hope, and we have a lot of different names. So if it's confusing, just stick with us. But so we're our ministry is Missionaries for Hope, and we are hosting an event this upcoming Thursday.
Yes, this upcoming Thursday. So the event is called the Collective Event. So it's multiple organizations working together to bring awareness and education to Galveston County about trafficking issues or exploitation issues. But there's other organizations there that also assist women that are in domestic violence issues or single pregnant women. And we're also partnered with Lighthouse Christian Ministries out of Bay Cliff. And they just kind of, they're awesome. They help people who are trying to obtain their GED. They also have like a thrift store, and they have a food bank. And so Lighthouse Christian Ministries, they help a lot of people. So them being involved is just wonderful. And Yeah. So the event is this Thursday, the 24th at 6:30 p.m. at the conference
It's a
center.
free event.
It's a free event, and it's at the conference center at College of the Mainland. And so the conference center is located on the back side of the campus off of what I call Monticello Drive, but I guess it's
Or Monticello.
Monticello.
Whichever you want to
Just
say.
depends.
Just depends
Depends
on
on-
Wow.
where you're
where
at.
you're from and when you're from.
And so you park in parking lot D, and we have a wonderful coffee truck that's going to be out there serving some great coffee, and we're going to have some pastries, and some of your local politicians are going to be there along with law enforcement, educators, and then just anybody from the community. So please come out if you don't know anything about what's going on in your community and you just want to hear, or if you are actively working your community but want to get plugged in more, just come and check us out, and we would love to meet you. There's going to be tables, like every organization that's being represented at the event is going to have a table with their own information, so you can sign up to volunteer. You can go and ask them individual questions. Come and see us. We're actually, I think we're partnered with everybody. I keep saying the word partnered, but we're actually partnered with a wonderful organization out of Jacksonville called the Scarlet Thread. And so what she does is that she obtains goods from around the world from women who have been exploited or they're living in homes, and then she makes this beautiful jewelry, or she teaches them how to make the jewelry, and then she sells it. And so she sent us some beautiful necklaces out of a home in Jacksonville of women who have been trafficked. And so we're going to be selling those at the event to benefit that home in Jacksonville. And so I don't know, we have our hands in a lot of stuff. I kind of like, the more I think about it, I don't know.
I guess I would like to say an important fact is that the coffee truck is also free to the public.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the
Oh, wow.
We are also
Yeah.
taking care of all of that. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, be able
Yeah.
to come.
Free coffee.
Free coffee.
Yeah, free.
Even though you
gourmet
guys
coffee.
can't drink
Yeah.
We
it.
can't drink it.
Oh, no, I was just
We'll
going to say,
have
can I-
water. We'll have water there.
Free
just for you
water.
guys. Free water.
We're
So,
allowed to
yeah.
put like lemon in our water.
There you go.
Oh.
or coffee if I
get crazy.
accidentally,
We can
slip
talk
it
to Jeff.
in.
Maybe he can do like a triple filtered lemon water for you or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe we can make that happen.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Gardy, I need to offer a public apology to Curt because I was kind of like taking shots at him earlier, and so since I did that
He's
publicly,
fine.
I apologize.
It ruined the
publicly to
entire
you,
interview.
brother.
I had no respect.
I felt like a kindred spirit, with just kind of talking trash. So
That was the nicest thing anybody's
yeah.
ever said to
Oh
him.
yeah, the nicest thing for sure.
Kurt's taken a lot worse from me like this today. So
I mean, I've sat in a birth pain simulator. I can definitely handle this. You know,
yeah,
easy.
and the
all
eyebrows
day.
are coming in nice, man.
they are.
Man, if I knew they would come back this quick,
I might have done that previously.
I might have do it again. Just be like, yeah, another $1,000. Let's go.
Let's shave them today.
That's
$1,000. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. that's fine.
For me, not the radio station.
Oh, well, never mind. Wow.
Gardy, can I say one more thing?
Sure, yeah.
And that's just discussing what we were talking about earlier. And so our standpoint, Stephanie and I, our standpoint is never to point a finger and ever stand in judgment of anyone. So the ministry lane that we're in deals with rejecting the cultural norm of pornography and rejecting what seems to be a quiet cultural norm of that, using prostituted women is okay. But that never comes from a standpoint of we're pointing our finger and standing in moral judgment. So I guess this is a fitting quote since today's Martin Luther King Day is, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that. And so I'm paraphrasing. I didn't nail it quite exactly, but that was one of his most famous quotes. And that's something dear to our hearts. So we always come from a place of wanting to see justice because we have compassion for people who are broken, who are doing the buying of people, and also compassion for the people who are being bought or being sold. And so our place in our heart always comes from compassion and love. It doesn't ever come from like judgment and pointing a finger and saying, the Bible says this, or morals say that, or society should be saying this. It comes from, like you said, seeking justice out of a place of compassion. That's where our heart comes
Absolutely.
from.
That's really good.
I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is exciting, and we look forward to coming back and letting
Definitely.
you know how
This has
the
been a lot
event
of
went.
fun.
And
Awesome.
You guys are always welcome, and
Thank
let us
you.
know how the event goes on Thursday night.
absolutely, guys. Thanks a bunch.
Cool, man.
It's 9:57. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming in up next is some Hillsong. Stay tuned. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. talking about a little bit of everything. We still have some winners that we're going to be announcing during this next hour.
Awesome. You
Nice,
guys are
man.
great. Thanks
Yeah.
for.
What is
Thank
this?
you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. This is wonderful. And I was going to call and see if you guys wanted a coffee, so I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
we would have said no.
Yeah.
Even
I'm really sorry about that, man, because it's supposed to be like we haven't had the coffee from Heber's Coffee yet. So
Yeah.
we this guy Jeff, so awesome.
Yeah, he
so we
is.
don't. He's connected with the Woodlands Church,
Mhm.
and so we're kind of like in the social media network with a bunch of other anti-trafficking people that we've never really met, but it's kind
Mhm.
of like, hey, we're all in the same
Yeah.
lane, you know. And so we got connected with him, and we were just kind of supporting him, you know, via Facebook or whatever, via social media, you know, sharing his events and stuff like that because he's supporting the anti-trafficking movement. And so we just reached out to him. We were like, hey, you know, we're having this event. What would you charge
Would you
us to
be
come down?
interested? Yeah.
And yeah, you know, you'd have to drive your coffee truck from the Woodlands,
Yeah.
you know, but
It's right on the street.
you know, he got back with us and he was like, yeah, I want to be a part of it. I want to support what you guys are doing.
And that's
so,
what I think we love the most about. I mean, this being involved in anti-trafficking is so daunting. And there's been so many nights that we've sat here and just said to ourselves, are we even making a difference? Like,
Right.
what are we even, like so many nights, even just crying over the women that we've met or working hard, being up at 3:00 in the morning, driving to Houston to pick up a 15-year-old girl off the side of the street with the police and putting her in a safe home. I mean, there's been like moments where we're just going like, are we even making a difference? But being a part of the community of other organizations and then meeting with them and seeing like the success that they're having and seeing what's going on, you just kind of, just that whole group of people is what kind of recharges you for you to walk away and go, okay, I can keep doing this.
Mhm.
Or, okay, that is tough, but I can keep going forward. Because if we were doing this on our own, we would have probably given up a long time ago. But just the community of all the other organizations coming together. And that's what's so awesome about this event, because it's like-minded people that are all standing together saying, no, like, how can we make this shift in our community? How can we educate and train and impact our community? And we couldn't do this by ourselves. And so it really does take a community of people standing. And Kirk's right. We have no desire to like cause a stir or a frenzy or make anybody fearful of what's going on. But I think if people go, well, I want to pray, well, you have to say, well, these are some things you can pray about. And then all of a sudden now you've equipped them and their praying life to now they're praying for specific things. And so that's what I think I love about what's going on in our communities, because there are a large group of people that are saying, you know what, like, I don't agree with what's going on, but I don't know what to do.
Right.
And that's what that's what the event is about, is taking those people who want to make a change, but don't know what to do and say, oh, no, here. Like,
This is what you can do.
yeah, like wrangling people to the right place and connecting them. And because if you can take somebody who has a heart to want to see change and restoration happen and then plug them into the right place, man, that's a world changer. And
Yeah.
that's what we're really trying to do, is just make like a community of world changers. So.
Absolutely. And there is, you know, such thing as righteous anger, and it's okay to get angry at the situation or get angry at the injustice, but channeling that properly, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we never ever want to come from a place of anger, even though it's okay to be angry about it, you know, righteously. But
Yeah.
we always want to do things peacefully and pursue justice in a way that's kind of above board. So
Yeah, that's us in a nutshell.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really
So-
cool.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, we're gonna have y'all back
We appreciate
whenever
you a
y'all
lot.
want to come back.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, when we get
are these
things
your boots?
up and
These are
going.
these are a prototype
Okay.
of his,
Oh, Kirk.
but I got a different.
Kirk's a hugger.
Oh, I can hug you over.
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you hanging. Really
Oh,
good
those
to
are
know you
nice.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
those
nice
are cool,
boots.
man. I thought they
been
were
taking
black in the photo.
These aren't the same.
Okay,
ones.
they're
They're not
different
the same.
ones. So these are
these are prototypes that.
Okay.
Those are what the boots look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are just some of the new
Oh.
ones. Yeah. Well, there's different colors and stuff, but
So stay tuned, because we're about ready to bring Josh from Bean Kings in.
need to wipe them off.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're leaving.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you again for having us.
What's up, Josh?
What's going on, man? Good. What's up?
Hey, you get a new shop and then you all clean up and come on in
I'm
here.
telling you, man, I'm trying 2019, man. New Year's resolution, trying to do better.
Yeah.
And my wife, she's a big help to that. She's trying to always make sure she wants me to get rid of the beard, but I told her no. I'm not getting rid of my beard. I'm gonna grow it out for the next 3 years. That's my plan.
What?
Yeah, bro, that's my plan.
3 years.
3 years, bro. No shave, like every day.
No shave 3 years.
Yeah, no shave 3 years.
Dude, that's next level. 3 years. So I didn't shave for 3 months, and it was just kind of like,
Wait, that's 3 years old?
no. He said he's not
No,
going to.
I'm not gonna
That's his
shave
point.
for 3, dude.
Oh.
But you know what?
It kind of looks like you haven't shaved in 3 years.
Nah,
I
bro.
feel like that's all you could do in 3 years.
Yeah, you see that?
The
I'm
best.
throwing shots, man. Already,
You don't
Kurt.
even let him sit down.
I know, bro.
Firing shots out of nowhere.
Dang, Kurt. That's messed up, bro.
How long? In 3 years, that would be pretty. Like,
It'd be pretty big, yeah, because this is like what? I don't know, because I shave. I don't remember the last time I shaved, honestly. But
yeah.
my hair doesn't grow super fast either. So I mean, it's not gonna be like Duck Dynasty mode, in 3 years. But
I like that's the comparison.
but it'll be a little bit big. I'm trying to get,
I hope it is.
bro. That would be great.
Duck Dynasty.
For real,
But then you start dressing like you're like, I changed it up. I got these camo
Right.
overalls on and like a headband.
Then my accent changes.
Yeah.
The rest of the country, like what? So yeah,
Duck Dynasty.
yeah, man.
I'm just envisioning it now.
You're pouring the coffee and your beard's like in the cup, and everybody's like, but that's the secret why it tastes so
It
good.
makes
Like
it-
nobody knows. It's like, what's the secret?
You have to
It's
have
like,
a hairnet for that thing.
no,
Yeah.
the secret's like, but you have a huge shot by then. The secret's I stir it with my beard, and
Yeah.
nobody knows. Just kidding. That's not the
Health
case.
department just showed up.
right.
Oh. All right, hey, when we go back on, you want to start with this one, and then
Man, I might.
throughout the show we'll do the
I may.
gift certificates.
I don't know. I know what I'm feeling like. Kurt, so I leave for a couple days, right? Kurt
I
gets,
take
What did
control.
Kurt do?
That's
I heard
really-
he did something.
man, he gets really comfy trying to call the shots here.
You know,
like, man,
I
whoever
will
does the
say
board-
this.
It's the haircut.
When we announced the winners on Friday, like it was good to just do one and then go on.
And then the
Wow.
show kept crashing. And then the show kept I was like,
Well, we did play a
That's not
song. We did play a T-Mac song. Maybe that's where we went wrong.
Toby Mac is
Okay.
they're on a T Mac basis. I
We're
guess
on a
him and
T-Mac
Toby.
basis.
I've never heard him called. I thought Tracy
Solomon
McGrady.
was dancing to
T-Mac.
T-Mac over the Facebook.
like that's
He's like,
And
yeah, I know him personally. I call him
T-Mac
T-Mac.
and I are good friends.
that's cool.
Really?
I have his phone number. You want it?
It's like, let me guess, is that what are they doing those movies like 555?
yeah, that's what he's about to do. He was about
He called you on your
I'll bring it right up here.
555. That's what it is. Yeah, right there. Give him a call. Tell him Kurt called.
Oh my
I will
God.
get you the phone number.
Oh, you know, the only thing we didn't say with Kirk before is how sometimes the Kirked.
Kirked.
Like that's the
Kirked.
thing.
What's that?
Kirked. Like it could be Kirk or Kurt. Kirk, but it's the K and the T. Kirked.
You've been
Kirk
Kirked.
Casper.
I like
It's
it.
been that
I
before.
like it. You should start that, bro, every
As
morning.
long as it's Kurt Casper and not Kurt Sanders or Saunders or whatever. I get that all the time. Okay, here's the number for T-Mac. 605-475-6968.
Whatever.
No, legit.
Nah, don't believe it. I'm gonna call
That's
it.
not a Nashville number.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
It's
call it right
not.
now.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm
Okay.
serious.
He's looking at the
It's
time.
6:05.
He's looking at the time on his phone.
605
605
475
475.
6968.
It may be the rejection
696.
hotline because Kurt has
It
been.
is the rejection hotline.
Kurt, have you been the
I
recipient
was
of
gonna
that a
say,
couple
yeah.
times before? That's why he's like, I gotta save this so I don't get goofed again.
All right, I got a better one for you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I gotta
Wow.
find that again. Dang.
It's 1-800-COLLECT. 1-800-CLATT.
Hey, okay, here, call this one. Call this one.
Okay, hold on. Just a minute.
This is
This is great. What is it?
this is why
515
people tune in.
515
808
808
2362.
2362.
Let me see.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Put it on speakerphone.
Yeah. Is it appropriate, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Probably
give me a
not. You
try.
never know with this guy.
Kurt.
Kirked Casper. Kirked. Look at his face. He's like,
It's not doing anything.
It was supposed to do something. I'm kind of scared now.
Yeah, like who am I calling?
Who are we calling?
It's like, is it supposed to?
Can you let us
ring?
know?
It was supposed to say only plays the John Cena thing. John Cena.
Really? Oh,
Okay.
they're not, John Cena's not home.
How about this one?
Kurt, no, stop. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's
Nobody cares.
So this person
Okay.
lied. I wonder if that was like all of her, like these are all of her exes
Yeah.
that she really That's funny.
that's messed up.
Wow.
Well, anyways.
Because there was another one that says responds with I am Groot 866-740-4531.
Okay.
I had all these because I was gonna give these out.
Maybe it's time to put your phone
People-
down.
Right.
It's time to put your here.
That was gonna
Let's
be
just
so
move it to the
funny.
side. Crystal, can you make sure Kurt doesn't take his phone out anymore? Just hand it
Your phone,
over.
Kurt.
No,
Your phone
Give it
privileges
up.
have been taken away.
Oh my gosh. We know what you do on the spare time, man.
Oh yeah.
That what you do? on your
I
spare
do.
time?
I hand out those numbers instead of my own personal number.
Oh, you just got it like that, huh?
Sorry.
Yeah. Do anybody take them? You're just like saying them to people.
No, I just walk around like, here it is. Here it is. They're like, I don't want this. I'm like, take it.
Right. Here's a free gift card or something.
He rested on the back of
Yeah.
these Olympia Grill free dessert
Right.
and free hummus coupons, and he's like, "Oh yeah, here you go." And they definitely take it.
Yeah. That's smart.
Have you been to Olympia Grill yet?
Not yet, man. I need to go.
Join us at 2:00.
Are y'all going to?
We are. We're going to be there at 2:00.
Well, you know, whenever you do go, if it's before March 31st, you can have a free dessert or a free hummus.
Y'all, look at y'all, man. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
the expiration date, I always tell people the expiration date on there is 2018 because they printed it wrong, but they still know.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could go
It
the
was at
rest
the
of my
beginning
life
of the
without
year.
I could go the rest of my life without hearing that again. I hear it like every show.
Really?
Just cross them.
They're going to not become
Okay.
legit anymore, Chris.
That's a good thing about. I'm
They put
guessing she can
KHEA
write
radio.
nice,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I put KHEA on the
Yeah,
one. That's
see,
what I was thinking.
I would
like,
mess that up, man.
so they
I
know.
can't write a 9 that small nice. It would be all jacked up.
Crystal has very good skills.
Crystal
I mean,
went to
yeah, she's a
Duke. She
genius.
got a-
I was about to say, you're like a Duke graduate.
Smile.
Oh, you know, when we go on Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
a show, we're going to have brand new equipment up.
I heard. I was listening on the radio.
And-
Excited.
4 different cameras. That's awesome. That's
4
gonna be so
different
legit, man.
Consetta,
Crystal,
Consetta.
you won't be able to hide.
Consetta, I'm so excited for Kickstart with Gardy and Consetta. Like I do not even know.
It was not. No,
She did great.
You weren't even here
Consetta
for
was
it.
here.
I feel like if it was anything, it'd be Curt and Consetta.
We
'Cause
already
you weren't
saw,
here for this.
We already saw how that went.
Oh,
and
that show was the best. It
It
had
was
the
great.
most amount of views ever.
There was a hashtag started, and I am excited to be back. But I'm also thankful for Consetta filling in. Chevy both did amazing jobs. Consetta, you did great. People were texting me and being like, "Man, Consetta's doing really really good," and
That's
and they were
awesome.
just happy to. I was happy
Wow.
to be able to watch
Consetta,
that
you
show as
sold
much as I
out
could.
already. You went to the Team Gardy. You know, this person was gonna get a king cake. Not anymore.
Bro. Oh,
Taking away it.
Kurt,
Oh,
you're
they
just
can't
leaving
see
the
it.
name up. So yeah, on Wednesday we're gonna launch our show with the new camera. So we'll see. Yeah,
That's
the
gonna be
internet
awesome.
couldn't handle it. Facebook was like, "Nah, this isn't Facebook appropriate."
How was it?
What
No,
was
it was
it?
so awesome that they got scared of what it could have been
what?
on Friday. They shut us down 3
The
times.
stream just kept stopping.
That's not right, bro.
I think it was an internet thing or
Maybe.
a Facebook thing. We said Mark Zuckerberg's name a lot, and he got mad.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to.
We were supporting the Winklevoss twins, and he was like, "Not anymore."
Hey, the Facebook movie is actually a really good social network. That's what it's called,
Yes.
right? That's
Yeah,
actually a
I
good
watched
movie.
it.
You don't like it? What? It's a great movie.
It was
You don't
good.
like
I liked it.
drama,
Yeah, I
and you don't
liked
like
it.
rivalries. That's why.
And she doesn't like Harvard. That's what it is.
Because she had the Duke graduate.
Crystal went
Right.
to Duke, and she's like, "Oh, Harvard. Our row team is way better than the Harvard row team." Yeah, it's just a bunch of politics. Crystal was on the Harvard row team against the Winklevoss twins. I think that's
I
what
wonder
it
if
is.
the Winklevoss twins, wouldn't it be fun if they had a Facebook page?
Dude, that'd
like
be
their
great.
personal page?
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg. I feel like he'd straight up kick him off.
Like,
Yeah,
he's like, not today.
Yeah.
Or he
Yeah.
has like a fake like one, and he goes, "You can't come."
Yeah,
He sends him like a friend request, and he goes, "Nah, never mind." Takes it back.
I could see him make it, like a parody one, like, "Oh, totally the real Winklevoss twins," like real Adam Schechter or like one of those other ones, like that real Winklevoss twins.
Yeah.
See,
Really?
I feel like Mark Zuckerberg would have this sense of a rivalry like I do. You know, you gotta go after them and like make fun of them.
Well, there's like real history there.
That's what I was
like
gonna say.
there's no
Yeah.
history you always try and make.
Like, me and Booker T. Me and Booker T. Come on.
What?
Me
Nah. Bro, so are y'all gonna like fight or something? Right? Is that gonna happen?
I'll fight Kurt.
Us two?
No, I meant Booker T. That's even better, actually.
Booker T is scared of me. He has not even come in the studio yet.
Y'all should fight, bro. Y'all should.
I
Y'all
would fight.
should.
I would fight. Yeah.
That would
I'm
be
excited.
great.
So Kurt made his announcement foolishly that he was going to, in 6 months, which will be June, that he was going to make his amateur boxing debut. The only thing he forgot to do was to start training. And so he's put this out there on his own free will. Like, hey, I'm going to be making my amateur boxing debut. He's going to get knocked out. Vince Moya has been saying, like, I want that fight. I want that fight. I want that fight.
Oh.
Kurt said he's going to try to get down to 170. You probably have lost weight since we're on this clinch. Don't lift your shirt up, but you're not at 170.
So
Look at the chair. I know you can't see,
leaning back.
but Kurt's chair is like breaking. Look how low he is. Look how low he is. He's like, oh yeah, lean back.
It's like about to break, bro.
Kurt,
should
maybe
see
you
this
need
chair,
another.
man. It's crazy.
You need another detox after this. I'm gonna turn my mic off to say this. And we're back. We're back.
How are we ever going to transition to talking about our serious topic there in the 10 o'clock?
Oh, yeah.
We should just change that.
Right.
Well, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. So the show has been very good so far. I feel like we talked about a lot of stuff. We were talking about Martin Luther King Day. That's today. Maybe it's you're at work. Maybe you have the day off. I know a lot of kids are out of school. We were going over. Don't you ever tap your finger at me again. We were going over some quotes from Martin Luther King. Being peaceful like me.
I was going to say, we also have our giveaways that we're doing today.
Yep.
That we're dropping.
Sweet.
Speaking of giveaways, Kurt was given this.
What is that?
What
It's
is
him as a little Lego man in his hot dog suit.
Bro.
It looks just like my hot dog
bad,
suit,
bad.
doesn't it? Have you
Bro,
seen me in the hot dog suit?
I have seen you in
It
the hot
looks
dog
just like
suit.
that.
Yep. That's you, bro. Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's a flat belly.
Where they
hot dog.
Where'd they get this from? This is so cool.
They found it at Bay Brick Mall.
At the
So
Lego-
it's just randomly in there.
Yeah, and they're like, I got you a present.
There's a Lego store.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
man.
well, I mean, like, yeah, but there was like they didn't have this made like
I
specially
don't think
made.
so. It was like
Wow.
like Batman hot dog guy. You know, it's like Lego Batman, Superman.
Was it in the Lego
Elsa,
Yeah.
Hot dog. You know, yeah,
I was gonna put it on my keychain, but I feel like it's best just sitting up here.
it's pretty
Next
good.
to the taco, y'all have some awesome things right here. I love it, man. The unicorn, the
Little
taco,
party.
and now and the one. What is the?
You
That
can't
is
tell.
for our
It's,
1 year anniversary.
it's
Oh,
number
cool.
one, but he doesn't stand up. You like give it freedom. Let it try and make it stand up. Maybe what we should do
Oh.
is put like rocks, and we bust it
It's
open,
not flat on
and we
the
put
bottom.
and we put rocks.
That's what the issue is.
It is flat. And we put like something heavy in there to kind of give it
It
some
looks like
weight.
it's kind of like one side is a little higher. See
It
that?
is,
Like
yeah.
like the front of it kind of is shorter almost. Looks like.
So
Okay.
what's really even more funny
Put that one.
is this
that you bought that.
January 1st, right?
That kind of, I was like, really? That's what you buy? I told Kurt, I was like, hey, buy some cool stuff, you know, like decorations, and I'll go half. And he came back with this, and I was like, I'm not. And I didn't say this, but I was like, I'm not going half on this. It was an empty
It was
jar.
like $1.
Thanks for everything. I'm not going half on $1. I meant like, hey, spend like $20. And do $10.
I did
So
the
he
taco.
Bro, with the empty.
I got the taco.
You didn't think
Oh,
put
you didn't get the
anything?
big taco.
I didn't.
You wouldn't
okay,
put like
Isn't
anything
this
in the jar?
$7?
It was $12.
It's $12.
Wow,
This one was like $4.
I'll spend $12.
We don't have. We have to really custom make the next one because that was the biggest one Walmart had. No, I went early the morning. We didn't really plan on breaking 5,000 that day, and we did. And I had to go early that morning, and I looked around for stuff, and there really was like there was some balloons and stuff.
So
like
this
that.
is what we got. But I was like, man, we should have got like M&Ms or something to put
Or
inside.
something, bro.
I don't
Some
know.
yeah, like
It's just like,
I figured we could. I figured we could have figured that out when we got here, and then we never did because we had the balloon fiasco.
put like a chip dip with like taco ingredients in there. That'd have been funny.
Ooh, yeah, that was really funny.
We can still do that.
Like with those layered, what are they called? Those little
Seven-layer
layered,
dip.
This is
7-layer
still
dip.
strong. Like 17 days later.
That balloon will last forever.
Really?
You can
Oh,
re-air
helium-
these up.
I thought helium like goes out of balloons.
Well, I don't know if it's
I don't know if
helium
that's
because it
helium.
would float.
Yeah,
It's just air.
Not suitable for children under 36 months.
It's good to know.
yeah.
Balloon will.
Maybe pop and scare them.
Yeah.
Or something.
It's true.
Yeah.
I like the balloon says. Thanks for everything you do. Though.
Oh,
We do
you're
so
welcome.
Y'all do a lot.
You're welcome, Kurt. Thank you for. Don't even have to say thank you. You got me that. Cool. Let's see. What do we got? Riley Clement. Is that a picture of her with pizza? She has like a purse.
I forget what it was.
It looks like she has something. It looks like a pizza purse.
Is that the girl? Wait.
I don't know who it is.
We had 75 new
new-
songs updated on our FM last week.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So we're gonna
I'm
do
pretty
another
excited.
75 this week.
Dang.
Did
Okay,
she just say swerve?
You got swerved on, bro.
74. Is that
70
your first time to get swerved on?
I guess I don't know what swerve means.
It's not. You know they
It's
don't
not
whip the
good.
hair back for it anymore. Now it's swerve. You get swerved now, bro. You've never been swerved?
I get served.
No. Oh, that's like early 2000s.
Oh,
Did
okay.
they-
Like in a dance battle?
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say I've been served or like in like the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Which one? Both actually.
Both.
A dance battle with the server,
With the server
at Olive Garden.
Or with like
Oh.
a court date served.
Oh,
Let me put up my glasses a little bit. That was
there you go. That was good though.
You put glasses up. What are you talking about?
My,
You did get served. Why
we're not allowed to talk about that on the radio.
are you? Oh, you really aren't, huh?
No.
Because they're like, did you share any of the details from that experience with anybody? And you're like, oh yeah, totally not, totally not.
And I'm like, Gardy, Crystal, Ethan.
Where's Ethan?
Facebook 99.5 FM.
I haven't put it down on anything.
We've talked about it. If you know what, if that other people in the situation, I'm not even say like what we're loyal listeners of our show, it would be some deep trouble.
Oh snap!
So if that legal team's out there,
Ooh,
don't
don't listen.
He
Turn
just-
it off now.
he just
Go away.
deletes like all of our Facebook. It's over like that. Thanks, Kurt.
Where is Ethan?
Ethan, hopefully he's learning something at home. He'll be here tomorrow.
He's learning something. Huh? Oh,
So
So
okay.
Ethan's sleeping in.
He turned 17. So he had his
Oh,
birthday.
cool.
We're really
Okay.
excited.
Cool.
I wished him happy birthday.
That's
I told
Happy
him-
birthday, Ethan.
He's almost a man. You know,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, but it's almost true. You're 18, like you're almost an adult. Ethan,
Yeah.
you're almost a man. You know, I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job as a young man.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
You'll be a man.
yeah.
So,
Wow, that's
18.
pretty exciting. Wow,
Kurt, your hair's coming in nice. We got a comment.
it is, man.
Except for here.
I haven't seen you since, well, like in person since you shaved it all off that day. So the growth is looking good. You should just keep it that short.
Missed it.
Yeah, I saw that. We were about ready to go on the FM.
All right, so we'll go on after this. What's up, Kaylee? What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's Martin Luther King Day. We're gonna be talking some Bean Kings. We're talking about everything. We also
Yep.
we're talking about an event on Thursday.
Not to attack one of our listeners, but I'm kind of a little upset at Kaylee.
Why?
Because Kaylee didn't go to Butler's Courtyard for her wedding.
You know, she didn't. She chose another venue, and it looks like
It looks
where.
cool.
Let us know where the venue is. It looks nice. I saw some pictures.
It's like on a lake, isn't it?
Look country,
Country lake-ish.
very country, like in the middle of.
She says hi. She has the nerve to say hi still to us. How dare she? No, congratulations on having a venue. Looking forward to it. I better
Congratulations
get
on
an
having
invite. That's all I'm saying.
Really? I don't think Kurt should be invited to the wedding for a couple reasons. Because he just came at you and attacked
I
you.
did not. I did it in a loving.
Pine Lake Ranch.
Hard
Shout out
loving.
to them. It sounds like it's far. You know, and if you want to have a far wedding, that is a safe way to, like, if you don't want to have certain family members there, you just put it in a certain spot where they're not going to be able to make it.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
she got married. Yeah, Guatemala wedding, and it's like, oh, you can come,
Very smart.
but you got to buy, okay. And then everybody's like, dang,
Oh yeah, we had.
I can't go. I can't take my whole family.
800 people at our wedding.
Did you really?
Yes.
What?
Oh, it was not. I was so popular in college.
That's awesome.
800? It
What
was your
happened?
wife, bro.
What
That's what it
happened?
was.
Man, it was nuts, and I had to pay for all of it.
See, it's in Conroe.
Actually, my ex-wife's dad paid.
Wasn't
for
it like
all.
$500 for the wedding?
It was $500 to rent the venue that I had to pay. I paid for the venue. He's like, "You guys pay for the venue. I'll cover all the food and all the drinks and everything." I'm like, "Sweet, we're getting a $500 wedding."
Dude, that's legit. Where'd y'all get married?
We got married at a casino.
You really took a gamble on that wedding. It didn't.
Shit.
It didn't work out.
The gamble didn't. Dang.
You just got swerved. Dang.
Okay, Kurt.
I got a free room out of it and everything, like $500 and a limo. It was all for like $500. I was like,
I guess that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's really
Great
sweet,
deal.
man.
Well, they knew people were going to spend money on other
we
stuff,
had to
right?
spend like $5,000 on food, but it wasn't my money that I was spending on the food.
Yeah, for 800 people, that's a lot
That
to
is
feed.
crazy. That's
Nuts.
so
and
many
they didn't
people.
have enough, and so they had to like go and get more food.
Couldn't they just say like, "Hey, you can eat at the buffet"? Because I know, like, okay, I went to Louisiana one time by myself for an interview, and on the way back, I stopped at the casino. That was my only time to go to one specifically to eat at the buffet.
Oh, the buffets are best.
Dude,
I ate at the buffet, and I was like,
Cornbread.
"I'm gonna have more," and I didn't have as much, and then I just drove back home.
that's
Yeah.
pretty
It's
sweet,
even
bro.
better.
It was like
Okay,
6,
so
7
my
years ago.
mom, back in the day, was a hardcore gambler.
Okay.
So she would get
Your
free
mom?
buffets. Oh yes, so she would get free buffets and
She's
free
like been at the
rooms.
penny slot machine for
So,
so long.
yes.
Like, here's a free
So-
buffet, man. She's like, "Thank you."
So yeah, it was great. And so
voice is
the
best. Thank you. Girl, your phone and the voice like, thank you.
no, she goes, Kurt, you only ever call me when you're on the radio.
I thought it was being, and she does have a little raspy, but she went through stuff and she overcame it,
That's awesome.
and she's strong. Yeah, she's
That's
a strong
awesome.
lady, but she still has I don't know what else to say. Thank you. That's
Thank
so-
you. But yeah, it tastes better when it's free. The buffet.
Food. Okay, y'all ready? We got 5 seconds.
Oh,
Woo! Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
We got Mr. Joshua
What's
Banks.
up, everybody?
Josh, tell everybody
Tell
where
'em.
you are, where you representing today. I see your shirt on.
Yeah, you see my shirt. I got the Bean Kings on, and we actually just opened a shop up on 1120 East Nassau Parkway. So we're actually in we partner with Boxer Properties, which they brought us in as an amenity to serve their renters, but also to the public. So we just opened it up to the public last week. We've been there about 2 weeks, so we're super excited. And shout out to Boxer Properties. Thank you guys so much for having us there. And so we're super excited. So you guys come out, get some coffee, and that's where we will be. So,
That's awesome,
Yep.
dude. That's cool. So you're there. What are the hours?
So we're there from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then we come back from 2 to 5. Now, we as far as delivery goes, that's from 7 till 5. So,
Okay.
but that's when you 7 to 11 and then 2 to 5 is when you come stop in and grab coffee or snacks or whatever.
Hey, I just have to say this is a good comment. Did everyone survive the super blood moon last night unscathed? I said barely. But did anybody look at the moon last night?
I did not get to look. My children were telling me because I guess
Yeah.
at school they were like, "Hey, make
That's
sure you
cool.
check it out." So, but no, I didn't. I just didn't make it. Man,
Yeah, it's like
outside.
a wolf moon, but it's supposed to be like close to the earth, and then it turns red, one of the blood
Yeah.
moons and all that. So
Yeah, I saw pictures on Facebook though. It's
me
pretty
too.
cool.
It's and the pictures on Facebook are probably better than the real thing because they
Yeah.
zoomed in.
Right. Yeah.
I was already asleep.
What?
I missed it. I decided to go to bed and be like, well, if I wake up tomorrow, I wake up tomorrow.
Then
If
you-
I don't, praise God.
Yeah, right. For real.
Yep.
But no, it's super cool.
Cool. So Josh, you got the new location
Yes, sir.
for Bean Kings
Yes, sir.
at Boxer Properties. So Boxer Properties, is that a place that manages like rental locations and other stuff?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they have 65 locations through the Houston area, and then they're like all over Dallas. They're over Austin, Chicago. I mean, everywhere. And so the cool part
That's
is,
awesome.
which is a God thing that we got in it, they're actually going to help us out, and they're going to put us in another property in North Houston, and then they're going to take us like everywhere.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
Yeah.
like, they should just be like, okay, 65 properties. Hey, that's 65 Bean King locations. Like you would go from like, hey, we have 0 locations to 65
Dude, it's crazy.
potentially like in a year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we have locations now. We're everywhere.
Yeah, and it's totally like I promise you, like I give all credit to God because it's the people that are helping us out, like they just like love us, and it's like crazy. I'm like, y'all don't even know us, but I know it's the Lord, man. So no joke. So
Do you think the blood moon had anything to do with
I think it did, man. I think it's a sign of Christ returning, and so that's why all these doors are opening up for me. And I'm just kidding. But
Wait, it could be.
it could be. No, but no, but no. The blood moon. That's really cool. It's crazy. I don't know if it had anything to do with it.
It was going to be Blood King, the official sponsor of Jesus Christ.
Oh,
And he's like sitting on the throne in Israel drinking Bean King.
bro.
Hey, there's a place. It's a truck, so it's going to be at an event. And so what they do is it's a coffee truck, and so they don't deliver, but they just they'll set up at a location. But the name of that is Hebrews, and it's a Christian.
That's high. I like that.
Yeah,
Hebrews.
that's cool.
That's
The
super
Big
cool.
Kings and Hebrews collab.
Hey,
I
come
could
on,
see
man.
that happening one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that's our shirt, man. The logo. That's people always ask me, "Who's that on your shirt?" And I tell them, "Man, it's Jesus, bro." I straight up tell them. So he's the ultimate being king. You know what I mean? So
That's cool.
yes, sir.
I see some people saying that they posted or they took some really cool photos of the moon last night. I'm just saying, hey, post them to our page because we did get to see some. But if you took some great photos, go to KHEA Radio's Facebook page and then just leave it as a comment because we want to see those photos.
And this is the only way we see things is if it's on the KH. We don't have time for anyone else's pages. We only have time for our own.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I was about
so
to say,
hard.
y'all
It's like,
guys are crazy busy.
scroll.
Speaking of a lot going on, we have some giveaways.
Do you want to announce the winner of the king cake?
You know what? I may want to, and I'm not sure. Did you write this?
Yes.
Okay. Is that last letter? Is it a J?
Yes.
Okay. I like that name. I like that name. Are you familiar with what a king cake is? I've never had one.
Who?
A king cake.
No, I'm not.
It sounds
man.
like something Bean Kings should do, like Bean King cake.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a tradition where it's like a cinnamon roll and then they put it in the colors and it's really weird, but they put a baby inside.
Oh, all right.
And then
Well, a plastic baby.
Okay.
Make sure
He's
like, wait, a real baby? He was like,
CPS.
what? I saw his eyes light up like,
So
I thought this was a Christian radio station.
traditionally, whoever gets the plastic little toy baby has to buy the cake for next year. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know, but Macio's over in Galveston, Concetta, she was the co-host for the show on Friday whenever I was out. They have king cakes, and so we're giving one away to
Cool,
somebody.
man. That's cool.
And we have the winner.
Oh,
and I'm
sweet.
going to say this name. Kurt's trying to tag the name. Did you get it?
I have her post.
Okay, so you know what? Congratulations to Marge. Oh, Rita, you are the winner of the king cake. We're gonna put that in a comment. We have your Facebook page pulled up. We're gonna try and make sure that you are notified and reach out to us. How can they get a hold of us, Kurt?
346-704-1806. It's 346-704-1806. She commented her comment that one said, "I thought it was my connection at work, LOL, because our stream ended 3 times on Friday."
Yeah, it did. I was watching though. I tried to watch as much as I could, but that was a good show. There's a lot going on that day, and we still have a ton of more stuff to give away. We're giving away the Bayshore gift cards today, right?
Yeah, we have 4 $25 gift cards to Bayshore Grill and Billiards. So we're going to be announcing that later on in our show.
Have you seen any of the Bayshore stuff?
Yes, I have.
So Chris from Southern Boy, he's the executive chef there now.
Yes, I was talking to him the other day, man. He was telling me, and I was like, man, I gotta go by. The food looks crazy good.
Yeah, it's
bro.
good.
So hopefully I get by there too. They're in San Leon,
San
right?
Leon, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Gil Hooley's and Bayshore Grill. Gil Hooley's is known for their oysters and all the delicious food. They've been there for years, featured in all kinds of magazines and write-ups. And now Bayshore is actually under the same ownership.
Oh, okay.
And so they still have the oysters. They're prepared different. They have the brisket. Chris is looking to come out with some new menu items. And if you ever had the opportunity to go to Southern Boy, then you know what this man is capable of.
Oh, yeah.
You'll understand.
Oh, yeah. It's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
He can hook it up.
Well, I remember asking him, I said, okay, the concept of Southern Boy, like I think of the fried chicken and all that stuff. And I asked him, is that what you would pick? Like, if you could pick anything? He was like, actually, I enjoy this and I love cooking in general, but I'm almost positive he would say, and it was like the barbecue. Like, if he could do anything, that's what he would want to do.
Well, that's cool.
So it worked out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an amazing chef, man. Like, either way, like, I knew no matter where he went, it was going to be amazing because he puts his heart in the food. I don't know how to explain it. It's just crazy, but it's super good. So
yeah,
what is it over there?
We just had some comments. We're trying to work our way through it. Maybe we probably could do that. Really, I don't know.
No, we can't. Kurt says no. What? No. Okay.
No, but okay.
All right. It's 10:31. This is KHEARadio.com 99.5 FM. And hey, Marissa said I posted the link for my Eclipse pictures on the page. Thank you.
Sweet.
I'm looking forward to that. So, how can somebody find Bean Kings? And if somebody isn't familiar with the concept of what Bean Kings is and how it started, can you share all of that information?
Yes. How long do I have?
As long as you want.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
All right. So
28.
Okay. So Bean King started is actually my wife's idea about a year ago, or I would say a year and a half. It's like almost 2 years now. And we wanted to do a concept where coffee was convenient for people, or things being convenient for people. So outside, on the other half of that too, I know that it was definitely a definite God idea for us to do it, because we were like really and I don't know if a lot of people might not know, but I'm a hardcore like believer in Jesus Christ and the power of God, and like how he'll give you wisdom and help you with things. So we were praying, and that's how we kind of live our life. It was like a life of prayer. So I always tell people, like, literally God gave us the idea to do it.
Yeah.
And so it just clicked one day, and we were like, you know what, we're youth pastors too. And I had the basketball sports stuff going on, and so our life, we have 4 children, so it just seemed like it did not fit at all for us to try to sacrifice everything to try to start a business. So we sat on it for a while, and then we had made these shirts, and then I put on the shirt. It just said coffee delivery, and I just randomly wore it. I think I went to like a Freebirds or something, and the girl that was making the burrito, she was like, "Oh my God, you guys sell coffee. I mean, you guys deliver coffee." And I was like, well, we were, it was a shirt, we had an idea, but she was like, no, you need to do it. Like, if you do this, I order from you every day, because I'm always late. She goes to get the coffee. Right, to get the coffee. So I was like, a light bulb goes off. It's like, ding. And I'm like, you know what? We need to just go for it. Let's just risk it and do it. So I called my wife literally on the phone. I said, Jody, we need to just do this. She was like, I don't know. She's busy at her job. She's like, if we're going to do it, we want to make sure we do something, right or good.
Of course, yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm just going to jump out, and we're just going to I'm going to trust God that he's going to have our back, and we're just going to go for it, because I believe he gave it to me. He equipped us to do it, So literally we put like a little plan together, 4 months behind the getting our groundwork, under us. And the first thing we did was, to do it. We did a sampling at a school, and, we thought our coffee was good, but we didn't know for sure what the public would think. So we did a sampling, and then I never forget, the lady who took the first drink, she paused for about 5 seconds, and I was like, oh man, our coffee's gross, they're not gonna like it. And I knew it, man. And then I was like, and then she goes, oh my God, this is the best coffee I've ever had. And then the teachers behind her was like, really? Because they were like, everybody's like waiting for us like a movie, right? She drinks it, everybody like, goes in close, like, to see what she's gonna say. But anyway, so she liked it, and everybody started, liking it. And so they, called us in and come in to be a regular to deliver to them. And then, things just started kind of kicking off. And at first, everybody just wanted to try it to see, okay, it's cool, a cool concept, delivering coffee, but let's see if it's good. And everywhere we went, everybody loved it. So, so that's kind of how it got started. And we've been going, strong for like 3 months now. It's very new business, but just to see like the doors that God has opened, man. I mean, like, for us to be with Boxer Properties is crazy. It makes no sense, but I know it's God, and he got us in there. And then the potential for us to be in, all of their locations, and then for us to be we're in 5 schools now. Where we do a weekly coffee, delivery.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. It's beyond us. And I know it's not by like I don't have any like, the best skills or whatever, but I know it's God, just trusting him and just doing what he says, being obedient to what he says, and going forward. And, he has our back. So that's what's going on. That's how it happened.
So Solion said, wait, don't they have red velvet flavor coffee?
We do have red velvet flavor. Well, red velvet flavor coffee.
I've had it. So what's up with pumpkin spice? In spite of Kurt's pleading and begging, pumpkin spice has seasonally been pulled from the menu. Is that right?
It has. But I have good.
We still have this pumpkin spray. Please cover your mouth. I know you can't see.
Is he really spraying it?
Yes.
Oh,
he sprays a little. Look at Crystal.
She's swerving that.
It smells good. Reliving the.
Oh, it got in my eye.
spray a little bit here. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, we have our Febreze Air Fresh Fall Pumpkin Spray. So I bought a 2-for-1 thing, and so we used the first one, and I've been trying to get rid of it so we can go into like some new scents for next year. But
why?
Yeah, I mean, it smells great
year round. Yeah. So pumpkin spice has been pulled,
but it will be back in February.
Was anything else like introduced in its place, or just kind of like staying
so
strong?
We introduced red velvet in its place, because red velvet was newer. Because when we first started, we didn't have red velvet flavor, and we also it smells great.
It does.
That smells really
Makes
good.
you want to drink that pumpkin spice. You got that Febreze.
That smells really good. But so we're adding in which is called vanilla buttercream, and it's
nice.
Oh my gosh,
That sounds good.
bro. It really is. And then we're still got to get that Kickstart up. That Kickstart. We were serious about that, so we're still working on it to really make that.
We want it.
Yeah, bro. Like for real, it's gonna be great. So I just want to make it perfect. So that's why it's taking so long. But yeah, so we're gonna be introducing. Also, we're gonna bring in a white chocolate raspberry flavor too.
Woo.
Yeah, which is gonna be. I'm excited about that one too. So
we're getting a lot of questions. So okay, the first one we'll kind of go in order. So kind of people are asking about the process. Like with the beans, and how does that work for you guys?
So we are partnered with a local farm. They're out of Brenham, Texas. So that's where we get our beans from. So we grind our own beans and everything. Now, if you go to any coffee place that makes flavored coffee, you get they brew the coffee, and then they have the syrups, and they pump the different flavors.
Right.
Well, our aspect is a little different. It's in a way the same process, but our pumps, I guess, quote unquote, which would be our like flavored or creamers or whatever, they're all homemade. So they're made from scratch. So we don't have any kind of artificial, preservatives, any kind of high fructose corn syrup, none of that. They're all made from scratch. And so of course we can't give the secret on how we make it, but we all make it like I said, from scratch. There's no process or any kind of harmful chemicals in there for you. So, and that's why people, I think they like it, because it is fresh, and that's the difference in the taste. So that's the process of how we make it.
Awesome. And so then we have another I guess this is a request or an idea from Solian again. She said, create a key lime pie flavor. And she said, don't know how well that would mix, but it is an idea. And then somebody asked about any sugar-free options.
Yes, we do have sugar-free options. So we have a keto vanilla, which is made, is literally almond milk. What else? We use the stevia instead of normal, regular sugar. And then a couple of other of our like hidden ingredients, but they are sugar-free and things like that.
We could have that on our cleanse.
Well, we can have stevia on our
But you can't have coffee, right?
But we can't have the coffee. I wonder if it was like
decaf.
We may be able to, because we're not allowed to have caffeine. But yeah, we could have like decaf.
It was the beans itself, like.
Well, no, because he's talked about tea. Like even like you can have the caffeine from some of the teas and stuff. I don't know. It's just interesting stuff. But we can have stuff to play with.
7 days, and then we're ordering Bean Kings in this place.
Okay, now we have a question again. So, Facebook page for Bean King. How can they find you guys?
So, if you go to Bean Kings Coffee Express and Delivery on Facebook, as soon as you type in Bean King, it's going to pull up, and then you'll see the little logo with the king and the crown and the beard, and you just click them, and then you can go like our page, and then you can also order from there. Now, I'm getting today. I'm going to have a new phone number, so I'm going to have people stay tuned for that. But we're going to add a new number because.
Is it that 555 number that we were talking about?
555-911.
Oh no! Hey, I see HIG, the insurance group said Bean Kings is the new Starbucks for us.
First of all,
I'm not coming. I never. Every time Starbucks,
somebody says the name.
I'm not coming.
Who?
Yeah. I'm not.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Starbucks, man. Like, and I tell people,
said it.
Yeah, I said it now. But no, I always tell people, I'm not trying to compete with. I mean, Starbucks. They're $1 billion company. I'm not trying to even. I don't want to. I'm not trying to be
official coffee of Jesus. So
right, come on, now, exactly.
Starbucks, step aside, devil.
I feel like Hebrews would have something to say about that, but that's why they need a collab. But no, you didn't have to say it, but that is a comment.
People are saying it. People are like literally everybody. People either whisper it or they'll say it out loud. Right, yeah. They're like, man, y'all stuff's way better, and so but that's awesome to hear because we're not trying to be Starbucks. We're trying to be different, and that's the point. So
that's what people always say about KHEA radio too. They're
we're trying to be Starbucks.
Like KSBJ.
Oh,
we're like,
nah, bro.
No, we're different.
Exactly.
It's different.
The only person who says that is like I've literally never heard anybody compare us to them. We are like night and day.
Yeah, night and day. That's what it is.
But for you, there are coffee shop models. This is
Right.
a new one for this area, a new one that we've never heard of.
Yeah, I don't think there's been one. I've done research. As far as I can remember, there hasn't been one done in the U.S. That, I mean, they have coffee shops or like places that might be go through, like DoorDash or something.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been like a shop that delivers. So that I think we're kind of like the forerunners, and I might do, I might find somebody who's done it before or whatever, But again, like I said, we're just trying to be different, do something new, and do something convenient. And not only is it convenient because it's delivery, but the coffee's good. You know what I mean? So that was my biggest thing. Like, I could deliver all day some nasty crap. It doesn't matter,
Not that Starbucks has nasty.
No. That's what I'm saying. No. Yeah, I'm not saying Starbucks. I wasn't talking about Starbucks at all.
As we get sued.
I know, right? It's getting hot in here, right? No. But
legal, are we good? She says we're good.
She didn't say anything. I'm nervous.
Look it up. Legal.
So again, shout out to Starbucks. Starbucks is awesome. I love Starbucks. I like Starbucks.
But we also love Bean Kings too.
But yeah, you love Bean Kings too.
And
And that's okay. That's okay.
Here's the thing about business. Most of the time, and usually every time, there's enough business to go around.
Exactly.
Starbucks being a $1 billion company didn't stop you from, hey, I have an idea, I have a dream, and I'm gonna start it. There's still opportunity.
Exactly.
You just have to grasp it, take a risk, and sometimes check that concept. And you know what? If it works, it works.
Yeah.
See, here's the funny part about Bean Kings is you guys started as mobile and now you're going stationary. We started as stationary and we're going mobile. It's like we're two.
Yeah, and we still are mobile. Like, I still want people to know too, even though we do have a spot. Because when we were mobile, people, it's funny because like we were mobile, but people were like, "Hey, you guys need a location. I want to come in and get it." So I was like, okay, so we kind of are doing both.
Yeah. So
why
not?
Yeah, I mean, why not try to give everybody what they want? As best as we can.
So we can't say prices over the FM, but Sherry did ask a question about how much is small coffee. So can you later on go back and reply to Sherry and let her know?
Absolutely, yeah. And they are they're we've been told they're very inexpensive compared.
Yeah.
So all of our drinks.
Cool. That's cool. So it's 10:44 right now. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. I feel like we've had a good show so far. It's kind of gone by quick. We still have winners. Let's go ahead and announce one.
You want to announce one?
Yeah, let's announce one of the winners. So what are these people going to be winning?
They're going to be winning $25 worth of gift cards to Bayshore Grill and Billiards. Plus, we threw in a free hummus or desserts.
Nice.
You want to? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sure.
We gave them the hummus and dessert. Let me see. You want to announce one?
Yeah.
I'll let you this one.
So the front, that's what I mean, right?
Yeah, just the front. So this is the first winner of one of the gift cards to Bayshore. They can go visit Chris and Francis in the restaurant over there in San Leon.
All right. So our first winner of this awesome prize is, drumroll please, Becky White Martell.
Hey, that's what's up, Becky. Congratulations. You are the winner of this $25 gift card where you will have the opportunity to go have some delicious food and also have some more food from Olympia Grill, because Olympia Grill gave us about 80 of these that we have either given away already or used ourselves. I mean, we've distributed them out into the community.
There you go.
You saved two, right, for us to have today at Olympia Grill?
We're going to. Why should somebody go to Olympia Grill today?
Well, because I think it's 10% of the proceeds
all day.
Go and benefit Chef's Table's charities for the government shutdown, and helps a family who is going through something like that.
Yeah. So right now, what Chef's Table Charities is focusing on, if you have not heard, they are focusing on Coast Guard families that have been not getting paid, for a bit, and they still have their expenses, whether that is groceries, diapers, formula, supplies for your kids. It's not just them. Imagine if you didn't get paid for, a couple months, all the things that you would go through, like, hey, I still need to go buy shampoo, deodorant. So my kids still have to eat. These are things that Chef's Table Charities is focusing on, putting together these packages of gift cards to restaurants, of gift cards to HEB, even straight up the supplies. There are drop-off locations. Furniture Zone is one in Dickinson. I know that Legacy Collision in Hitchcock is another one, and Southern Sass Vinyl and more in Leak City. And there are more that have gone on, but those are the ones specifically that I know, and I've met the owners, and I know that they're going to make sure it gets into the right hands, and everything is going to be on the up and up. But yeah, you can drop off canned food items, baby supply, anything that you would or your family would need if you weren't getting paid. Can you imagine like with the things?
Dude, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, all
Especially-
kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, especially having 4 children, man, that'd be pretty wild. You know, it has to be crazy. But that's cool that Mary Bass, right? That's her.
Yeah, Mary
organization,
Bass.
and she's doing that, man. That like hats off to her, man. That's pretty special.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm sure a lot of people are benefiting from that. You know,
Yeah, people ask me like, oh yeah, you know Mary. Oh, how long have you known her? I was like, well,
forever. Right?
I was like probably like 23 years or something like that. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, we went to school together. You know,
Yeah.
I was in junior high and she would have been maybe in like just starting high school or something like
Okay.
that. So I've known her maybe even like 5th grade, and she was like in 8th or 9th. I don't know, but I've known her for a long time. She's always had this kind of giving heart and taking care of people. Even when we were in school, she served and was like cooking for like other classmates and making
Wow.
blankets. It was a really cool thing
Wow,
to
that's
see
cool.
her journey, and now she's doing this on a level, and it picked up some momentum through like the local news outlets.
Wow.
People were even seeing it. One of our listeners in Louisiana said, "Hey, I just saw this on my nightly news about what Mary Bass is doing in Louisiana."
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Saw that on the news, and so
Yeah.
people were saying in Dallas they saw it on the news, and probably a lot of other places. But
yeah.
it's just normal people seeing a need
Mhm.
and addressing it. You know,
Mhm.
so make sure that you get involved in one way, whether that's donating to those places or even going and eating at Olympia Grill today. If you go and eat at Olympia Grill, 10% of the cost of what you're paying is going to go towards Chef's Table charity, so they'll be able to use that money towards families that just need daily supplies.
People can talk, and from all different backgrounds and different situations that we can come up with. People can understand each other better, because really it's most of the issue is that it's people are angry and people are misunderstood, I guess, in a way, or people there's no clear communication sometimes. So you see things on TV and it's like, oh yeah, well, this is what this race is doing, or this is what that race is doing, and then you go and talk to a guy face to face, and you're like, oh man, we're just people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think we need more of that, and that's what Martin Luther King did, though. He gave the opportunity, even for I guess be my race or whatever in this country, to have that opportunities to have a coffee shop, right? Be on your own company, have an interracial family, things like that. So Martin Luther King Day, it's a big deal, not just for me as a black, quote unquote black guy, but also for my wife, who she's not black, So we love it, man, and so I'm big on Martin Luther King Day.
For sure.
I think the coolest part, and I've heard pastors say this, and I love this, like, and I've held on to that before. Like, if you need blood, do you care where it comes from?
Come
There's
on,
not
man.
black blood.
It's
Come
not
on,
black
man.
blood.
Hispanic,
Exactly.
Mexican.
As long as it's not monkey blood, you don't care. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you want. It doesn't matter when it comes into the insides. Jesus died for our blood, not the color
on,
of our
man.
skin.
He
and
shed his
that's-
blood, not his skin.
Come
Right?
on, man.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
And I love that, man. I think, and also too, I think that, especially if you're a Christian and you're a believer, I don't even think racism should be even in your mindset. Like, it's crazy that you could even think that way. You know what I mean? If you believe in Jesus Christ, bro, like you said, he died for everyone. And we first have to realize too, as believing, now we're talking about from like a Christian standpoint and being a believer in Jesus Christ, you have to understand that, first of all, that whether it's, racism or whatever, is not a fleshly battle, man. You got to know that that's evil, and it comes from Satan, man, and usually, that comes from, anger, and the anger usually comes from fear. We know fear is from Satan, and so as Christians, as believers in Jesus Christ, we got to make sure, and this is for everybody, we have to make sure we do not get caught up in the racial battle, because that's not what it is. It's not a fleshly battle. It's about, the Bible talks about how we don't, battle flesh and blood, but it's about, principalities and spirits, right? And so, we have to believe that and not attack each other, or, we have to know where it's coming from, and really live that godly lifestyle, and that godly example. And that's, Jesus received everyone. Anybody who wanted to come to him, he received them. You know what I mean? And so it's open for everybody, no matter what skin color you are. So that's my take on it.
That's cool. So right now it's 10:52. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. I'm going to ask something. This is the first time that I'm going to ask this. If you feel free to share this stream out, if you would like, these videos that we post whenever we put out any content, we count on y'all. It's the support of the community with the awareness and the stuff that we try and spread. It comes to y'all. It's not always partnering with us isn't like a financial thing. It's a community thing where
anytime you like a video we post, anytime you share a video we do, that is huge for us. It lets us get the word out that one, we're here, Bean Kings is here, you know, that Kirk and Stephanie Clausen are here and doing what they're doing for sex trafficking and they're missionaries and just that kind of stuff. So that's huge for us. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have some more winners that we're going to get announced.
Yeah. Do you want to do this one?
Announce it, Kurt. Let's go. Who else
All
is the
right.
winner? This is a Bayshore Grill. You winning a gift card.
Yeah, it's Merle Pancha Garcia.
Hey, I like that last name.
Garcia, you
Hey, is
are
that
the
me?
winner.
Did I win?
Are you?
I
Merle?
can be.
Merle?
Yeah, so you are the winner. Congratulations. You are going to be checking out some Bayshore Grill on San Leon soon. Also, we included this to Olympia Grill where you can go get a free hummus or dessert. What would you pick? Are you picking hummus or dessert?
That's hard because I love hummus.
Yeah.
I really do. I love hummus, man. So I don't know. Like I don't know what the dessert options are though.
They have quite a few and they're all
Key
good.
lime pie.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of key lime pie.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
I am. That's
Who?
cheesecake. Yeah, baklava. Oh, they got a
man.
tres leches cheesecake there.
What? Baklava
Yeah.
that we couldn't even taste.
Why not?
So
Because
Tell him.
stinking Dr. Choppa. Every time he messes with us.
he gave us this supplement. It's called like Jemima or something like that.
Oh.
And you swish it around in your mouth. So it came in a dropper, popped it in, swish it around in your mouth. And whenever you swish it, you swallow it after like 10 seconds. And then
It kills your taste buds.
yeah, you have no taste in your mouth for a couple hours. So what people do is they would use that as an appetite suppressant. Maybe they're having
Oh, wow.
issues snacking. So it tastes like you're eating nothing, like cardboard. You like feel the texture, but there's no taste.
That would be weird. I would spit it out like yeah.
Yeah. So people like I'm eating dessert all the time. I'm trying to either stay on a strict diet or a cleanse, and that
Yeah.
can be a tool that you can use to help change your habits.
Yeah.
But for us, we had him in the first hour, and then we had Olympia Grill in the next hour. They're like baklava for everybody, and then we were like,
I was literally crying.
That's
I had tears
man.
down my eyes. You know what? We haven't been able to officially taste Olympia Grill yet because of stinking Dr. Choppa.
who we love.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much love there.
But the Jemima. So if you are interested in that, I believe it's called Jemima.
Jemima.
Google it, say Jemima, and then makes me not taste stuff.
Dang.
Came in a little dropper, or just check out Dr. Choppa's office.
That's crazy.
Do we have any other winners? This is what
We
we
got
got.
2 more.
Oh, it's just no envelope. Okay.
No envelope. They're on there though.
Hey, okay. I see the winner. We got 2 more. I can announce this one. Hey, check it out. You are a winner, Brianna Garcia.
Nice.
2 Garcias. I didn't even pick these winners. I don't know if people are going to be thinking that I'm like
Sure.
favoriting the Garcia since I am one myself.
Wait, we had 2 Garcias?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Here, he can read that one. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't want to mess up his last name.
And then we have one more winner as well. So it could be you.
Oh man. I'm just gonna go for it. All right. So this is the Bayshore Grill, right?
Yeah.
$25 gift certificate to Bayshore
Dragging
Grill.
it on.
And yeah, I'm trying to as I'm talking, I'm like, okay,
How
what
am
is
I
it in my
gonna
head, right?
sound this out?
Okay, so we have the awesome Chad Fancher.
Yay, Chad, you're the winner. Hey, I'm gonna show this on the camera. So that's how you spell your name.
That's a
I was
Fancher,
going to say
right?
Fonker.
I think that's an A.
Fancher.
I think we should go with Fancher.
You thought that was
Fancher's better.
Yeah, Chad.
Chad.
Chad. If your name is Chad, you won. We don't know your last name, but you won.
Yeah, KHEA winner. It's authorized. We got it dated. We got everything in here. I am excited to be able to give these away. And thank you to guys for participating. We love to give stuff away. And we're dropping another video today. It's not a giveaway video, but we have some lined up. We have a ton more giveaways that we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I think actually it is a giveaway where you can win a tumbler from the city of Lamarck.
Oh, there you go. We're
Oh,
giving away a
dude.
tumbler from the city
That's
of Lamar.
cool. That's
So
cool.
it's a video about Heavenly Bodies, which is located in downtown
that a cool name?
Lamarck.
Oh, I'm like
Heavenly Bodies. Yeah,
Oh.
the dude used to
His
like.
body's heavenly.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in shape. So
he's in shape.
he's in downtown Lamar.
He's got- woo,
He's in a aerobic like
broken workout.
an aerobics
Oh, man.
champion. So, if you think about aerobics, I guess there's like routines and stuff where you
Uh-huh.
can do and you can compete.
Yeah.
So this guy is the best of the best. He's won all the awards. He's had the sponsorships. He's trained the athletes. He's trained, people like me and you and everybody in between. So
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, he has a location available. He still tours the country and does all these things. So we have a video dropping this afternoon, I believe.
Around 3:00 it should drop.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
That's pretty exciting.
Hey, Josh, let people know one more time
Yep,
how they
yep,
can
yep.
taste some Bean Kings, the location, get it delivered, and everything they need to know.
Yes. So you go to our Facebook page and you will send us a message on Messenger. And even if you want, let's say we're still doing samples, that's something that I'll forever do. I want people to taste it. That is legit. I'm not ashamed of people trying it. So if you want to sample some Bean Kings, hit me up. I'll come to where you are. If you're at school, if you're at, your workplace and you got a group of friends, y'all could, you guys could be having get together at your home and it's a group of people and you want me to come in and sample Bean Kings, I'll do it. So just, send us a message or, you can go and order if you see our menu there, which I'm going to update to. You can check out our menu and then let us know what you want, where you want it, what time, and then we will do our best to get there.
So I was thinking, if Curt was having a guys' night, at his apartment playing video games, and he has some dudes over, and he's like, "Hey, I want some Bean Kings. Would you come and either sample or they just know what they want? You can come and buy and deliver that way too."
I would come and I would play too because that's how I'm
You're good at FIFA.
Dude, what?
Oh,
He's like,
Don't play
I'm
Real
so
Madrid,
good.
bro, all day.
Man, I would destroy you in FIFA.
Nah,
Who do you play with, Curt?
I play with the Houston Dynamo.
really, bro? Are you serious? You gonna come at me with that?
Oh man, they're so good.
You should play with the Dash. Do they have the girls teams on there? The Houston
No.
Dash? No.
Well, there was a game who started putting the girl professional sports.
I think it was
That'd be
the
awesome.
basketball one.
I was the NBA Live.
It was NBA
That's
Live.
super cool. I wish
Yeah.
2K would have did that.
Yeah.
Because I don't even touch live and nobody plays live.
Yeah, that's why Live was like, we need something. Let's get the WNBA because
Oh,
2K
man.
is the title.
2K, bro,
Well,
is-
Live went away and then they brought it back, and I don't know if the graphics are comparable, but I haven't played it since they relaunched it.
NFL Blitz is still the best.
But NBA Live was around before 2K, and that's
Yeah.
I played that as a kid. Like my first one was '97, had Mitch Richmond on the cover, Sacramento Kings. Yeah, that was my
That's
first
crazy.
one. And then I remember whenever the Philadelphia 76ers got the new jerseys and they had Allen Iverson on the cover.
Yeah,
and
he was
that's
like
how
on
I
every
always
cover.
played with. And I was like, and then he had every other cover till he retired.
2K, yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
It's 11 o'clock.
I also like the NCAA. Just gonna say that.
That's all I have to
those
say
games,
about that.
because you can't play them anymore.
They don't play them anymore. Yeah,
Uh,
whenever Texas. Oh, actually, USC was on the cover, right?
USC was on
Yeah,
the cover.
they had Reggie Bush on the cover, and that's the year that Texas beat. I played the
remember
mess
that.
out of that one with my
Me too,
buddies.
Yeah.
I love the Oregon Ducks back in the day, the 2003.
What about the Oregon Trail? On like back in '92, like on the old Apple Mac computer, black and white. No, anybody?
I
no.
did.
Okay.
No.
Crystal's like,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Hey, we had a good show today. It's 11 o'clock. Y'all have a blessed day. It is Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
Make sure that you take some time to appreciate where we've come from, and then also realize we still have room to grow.
Mhm.
We
Yes,
still
we
can
do.
move forward as a community, as a neighbor. If there's a situation that you see that is not right, speak up,
Yes.
because silence can be deadly.
Yep.
And if you don't speak up, then maybe nobody will.
Yep.
So be the good today. This has been Kickstart. It's KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Josh, thank you for joining
Yes,
us.
sir. Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you soon. Check out Bean Kings.
Yeah, come get some coffee.
Curt, you doing good?
I'm doing great. Have a good day, everybody.
All right. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Adios. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
11 o'clock. Oregon Trail used to give Kelsey anxiety. That's funny.